Hello, 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 hello. Ganbang mushy, mushy, hello. And immediately the music is pumping. It is loud. I need to turn my stuff. It's at the volume 6. And it's still loud. Anyway, hello, hello, Hatchlings. How are you doing? Hello, hello, howdy, hello, a wish. Early as always. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Chris, still awake? Still awake? 3 stream streak? Ooh, wasn't it not working for you? Wasn't? Is it working? I guess it's working now. That's good. Furman, hello, Furman. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Not gonna lie, I've been having myself a stream all day. Why? Oh God. I literally was sitting here like 20 minutes ago going like, oh God, I don't know what to play on stream. If you notice, I am wearing K-Angel's bows. I'm zooming in even though my cutout job was not that great. I cut them out myself in Clip Studio. Also, when I tab out, the music stops. Sorry. I still think they're so cute and I wanted to add them because I love Ame. Oh my God. I love Ame. I love K-Angel. But that's what we're playing. There's no category. There's no category for it on Twitch. For some reason, I thought categories on Twitch just happened if the Steam had a game, but I guess not because there isn't one. It's called the Petit Game Collection Vol.1, I think. Yeah, Petit Game Collection Vol.1. So there's no category for it. Not really for the gameplay, just for stream in general. Aw, that's sweet. I'm here. Woo! Hooray! 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 But yeah, I bought this game a little while ago and forgot I did, and I was like, you know what? I do want to play that. So let's just do it on stream, even if it's short. It is short, so I'll probably have to play something else after, or do something else after. I don't know how short exactly, but I just know it's short. Bum, 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 bum. I swear to God, I always somehow end up with one of the cat ears bigger than the other. Am I crazy? I don't know. There's a visual novel in this pack? Yeah, I saw K-Angel use the words for real, just abbreviated to FR, and unironically, so excited for that. Long time no see, old friend, long time no see. Tomorrow's a holiday, so I can stay up until late. Nice, it's nice. That always feels good when there's like a significant holiday, just kind of in the random part of the year, or at least I assume that's what it is. I could be wrong. It feels so nice. Extra days off. Even though I am unemployed, I get excited on those days too because it means my family is off, and I'm like, I get to make them hang out with me until really late. So I get excited too, even if every day is a day off for me, technically, for now at least. I forgot how to stream. My last stream was a whole yesterday ago, so I forgot. Actual Garfield behavior. Self-employed? Yes, self-employed. I'm self-employed. QK Angel Boss, thank you! I just went into Clip Studio, selected them with the magic wand, and chopped out the rest of the image and did a little bit of erasing touch-up and slapped them on there. Okay, listen, I love my face expression changes that happen with my actual face, but when I look up, according to VTube Studio, I'm pouting. I'm not, but it's supposed to happen when I puff out my cheeks, so I guess my cheeks just look fucking fat when I look up. But, ugh. No remove.bg this time. No remove.bg. I only use remove.bg if the background of the thing is like solid and I know it will easily be able to get done automatically. But for something like where it's a picture of K-Angel, it's a whole scene, it's easy enough just go and do it myself in Clip Studio. With the magic. Stop pouting! Stop pouting! Stop pouting! Sorry, I really love the soundtrack. Even though this is not new music, I just love the soundtrack to Knee Streamer. But yeah, so it's a little spin-off game. No category for on Twitch, so that's why it says Knee Streamer, even though it's not the main game. We're gonna play it, and then we're gonna do something else. Sounds good. Get smaller. I also don't know which side is most ideal. Dates didn't really plays rent free in my head, so I don't worry, I feel you. Glad I'm not alone. I was listening to the whole soundtrack yesterday even. Also, this game won't full screen for me. You guys get to have it like full screened, but for me it is not. It's not like teeny tiny, but like there's a significant portion of my desktop background I can see. And I clicked the usual buttons that would make a game full screen and they didn't work. So I think I'm stuck with it like this. So there's 4 games. I am intrigued about this one because it says come on in, but only if you're really, really bored. So I'm immediately intrigued about that. So we're going there. Have fun. I don't know. There's nothing. There was a game that looked kind of sus. I hope there's nothing against TOS in this game. Should look into borderless gaming. Don't know if it make better or worse, but I gotta use it to full screen sometimes. What do you mean borderless gaming? Like I know there's borderless window modes, but what do you mean borderless gaming? Yo, it's installed PC98 game, my actual favorite art style. Oh really? That's cool. It is really pretty. I do appreciate these art styles a lot. The app is called borderless gaming. So you have to run all your games through a app to make it. Well, usually, most games I play aren't like this. Most games I have a full screen option, so. Is this credits? I don't know how to pronounce. It's turned from me saying, wouldn't it be cool if we had a fun fan disc parodying ones from the 90s into a full-blown thing, catch my idea incredibly well, which is amazing. I'm so blessed to have a team that I could have a blast creating this with. It truly feel like NSOs because something you can freely unleash our fun creativity with. We got absolute ball of this, so like pass feelings onto all the players too. It would really make our day. The main game didn't really go much into with the days without me involved, so I was really happy to expand with bonus content here. Oh, okay. Daichi. I'm Saito, the producer. I love these kinds of mini games, short visual novels. I think everyone should make more of them. So happy to get to share these with you today. Okay. I'm Malu. I did the art for Ame in the VN. I spent a lot of time getting to know her properly, racking my brain for how she would feel during certain parts. I'm very lucky to have been blessed with the opportunity to capture her cuteness. Damn right. Damn right. Not all of them, just stubborn ones. I see. I mean, I don't mind. If it was much smaller, I would probably be annoyed, but I can still perfectly see what's going on. I'm just glad it's full screen for you guys. I'm Mirka and I headed the script for the VN. I'm really glad I was able to write something that showed off all of Ame's charms and quirks. I hope you'll enjoy as much as I did. You're the one who made her say unironically, therefore you did a good job. Mummy. Dude, I can't get over how close it is to an actual PC90 VN. Oh, that's super cool then. I'm not super familiar with it, so I'm glad that you can, you have a frame of reference. I'm Mumi, and I oversaw the production of the Morris Don't Die K-Angel game. It's a casual and quick-paced game that I hope you all enjoy. I also made the super cute K-Angel animation that pops up when you win, so keep your eyes peeled for that too. Cool. Nanai? Hi, I'm Nanai. I was in charge of the staff messages page and launcher, along with the block breaking game. Both of us from our circle, helped out, but I was speaking today as the group rep. The staff messages section pays homage to a famous PC98 game, and the block breaker one from PC88. I feel like you only really get these kind of things on fan discs, and this is probably one of the few chances in the modern age we'll get to experience something this retro, even when it comes to NSO content, so I really hope you'll have fun with it. Lastly, thank you to all the players who have played the masterpiece from the era, and those who are giving this a go. See you all around then. That's super sweet. People soft! That's like a Twitch emote, people soft. I'll post some art in the VTuber channel if you want to see more art in that style. Hell yeah. I do. I love pixel art. Anyone who doesn't like pixel art, I don't like you. Don't tell my mom. Don't tell my mom I said that. She doesn't like pixel art, except for the times where I had a pixel art as my background and she really liked it. And I said, Mom, that's pixel art. And she went, shut up. People soft. Hello, I did the NSO SFX, the Windows startup sound, the train jingle, etc. Oh, I love the train jingle. And the SFX and background music for the block breaking game. I drew heavy inspiration from the original game that was based on and played around with overtones in FM synthesis to make the final product. It ended up pretty good, if you ask me anyway. Enjoy. Thank you. Okay, so I assume that's all in here is just the little devs messages. So you can hear my dogs barking. I'm really sorry. Okay. Happy dating game? This is so neat. Yeah, it looked neat. Even if it's just a little project, I definitely want it. I can't wait for the rhythm game. I really hope it turns out as good as it looks. Okay, this one, I'm pretty sure it just reveals her into a bikini. At least that's what it looked like from the store page. So I really hope that's all it is. I don't want to get banned. I really hope it's good. I know. They need to adjust this. 4K rhythm games. I love these games. I love the devs and I love the character. Literally my favorite character on this whole earth. So, yeah. Okay. Please wait warmly as it loads. Okay. Sorry. Didn't mean to wait coldly. They include custom songs. They have to. They got to. Well, if it was going slower, I could read that. Maybe. Oh, it's like reminds me of like Sailor Moon. Obviously, Sailor Moon's not pick. Oh wait, you can't even see it. What the fuck? Oh, it opens a new tab every time you. What? Oh shit. Okay, well that's kind of annoying, but oh well. Okay, I have to add another game capture. Sorry, it opened a whole new fucking tab. Petit Game 1. Black screen, new window. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm changing. I'm fixing it. Don't worry. Angel Breakout game. Should show up in it or not. Either OBS is just being slow or we have a problem. Come on, OBS, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Oh, there it is. I don't know why it does that. Okay, and this is even louder. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's pray I don't get banned for this. How play game? How play game? Q? Wait, what? Oh, okay. I can turn it down. Okay, good. Good. Sound effect. Okay, that's good. Okay. It's not in English, but I think it just says arrow keys. Z? Wait, is this just like... This is in Japanese, I can't read it. Is there a way to change this, or am I just... I don't think I need the dialogue for this game in particular, but... So, this is the sus game. I don't know why I decided to start with it. I think maybe I decided if I'm gonna get banned... Whoops. If I'm gonna get banned, I might as well do it right off the bat. Yo, this is fast as fuck. This is difficult. This is unironically difficult. What the fuck, man? I don't go that fast. Okay, throw it up there. Yeah. What was that? I'm really bad at Pong or whatever the fuck this is. Brick Breaker. This is so fast. There's no way. What is this? What is this? Lowers my speed? Okay. I need hearts. More than anything, though. Please only be bikini. Please just be bikini. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I stopped paying attention because I got scared. Is it bikini? Is it? It is. I think it is. Yes, thank God. My life flashing before my... Ah! What is happening? Oh my God, man. What's happening? I can't even look at the cute bikini. I'm too focused on not perishing. Come on, get the last ones. Isn't those two the only ones? Yes. Okay, come on now. No! Mistake. Speedrunning banned like a giga chat. I know, right? Also, I'm so focused I can't read chat yet. Okay, one more. Come on, just one more. This one piece of her thigh. Come on. One piece of her thigh. Yeah, I did that. I revealed the sus. Oh my god, this is just like those old model breaker games where if you move enough shows them naked. Hello, Mobja. Hello, Baron. Hello, welcome. How are you doing? Is there more levels to this? Hello, Sam. Hello. What's up? Welcome. Good to see you guys. I'm surprised so many of you showed up for this. What does this say? The end. Okay, I got it. X. What did I click on? X. Z. Okay. She lost some clothes, I think? She did. She did lose some. You're imagining it, Chris. It's asking what to exit the menu. Wow, imagine being able to read. I probably could have if I actually tried, but I didn't. Okay, how go back? Escape? X? No. Do I just close it? There's probably a better way, but I don't know. I miss you streaming? Nah. That's very sweet. That's very sweet of you. Doing good, multitasking, gaming, and watching sus streamer. Listen, it was not that sus. It's just a bikini. Probably have to restart the program. Actually, like old fantasies. I did have to. I don't imagine half naked anime girls. Sure you don't. Okay, let's do the visual novel. Can you stay in English? Because I'm not going to be able to really do the visual novel if it's in Japanese. English. Okay, there we go. And change this to amewaku.exe. Waiting for OBS. What does CG mode mean? I don't know. Holy loudness. Config. BGM. Go all down. It's not going down much. Text speed, mega fast. Why is it not showing up on OBS? CGO like special image and visual novels, like key visuals. Okay, I see. OBS, please. 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 OBS, please. I don't understand. Window capture? Okay, there. I guess we're gonna have to do window capture. It's such a cute little loading image, and then the music is like insanely hype. CG mode's probably all the special event image of. Okay, I got you. Okay. New game. Oh my god, it's her room. I almost just spoiled something about my re-debut, but I think I should keep it to myself because it's kind of a big spoil, I think. Peach-chan, let's go on a date today. The one who spoke was a well-dressed girl who liked to dream big and call her partner a stupidly cute nickname like Peach-chan. Her name is Ame and she was my girlfriend. Ame-chan, please be my girlfriend, please. Please. I don't even know. I'm not even attracted to Ame because I'm too spiritually connected to her, but I'd still have her as a girlfriend. Casually spoils the whole read. It won't spoil the whole thing, but like a big chunk about one of my assets, which I feel like probably should not do that. Her black skirt fluttered around her thighs as she hovered excitedly, sort of like a fly buzzing over a pile of garbage. What? She made no attempt at hiding her desire for my attention. And it was so cute. So true, Peach-chan? She knew she was cute better than anyone, in fact. For every single one of her movements was exaggerated for the perfect effect, and it always worked. She was the star of her own show, running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I don't think it was 24 hours a day. She only ever streamed at nighttime for like a whopping 2 minutes, but sure. She knew she could get away with it too because of how adorable she was. She wielded her own cuteness like a weapon that could get her anything she wanted. Although she had a childish charm to her, she had the cunning mind of a veteran tactician. Gaslight gatekeep girl boss. How does being too spiritually connected make her less attractive? I'm not saying she's not. It doesn't make her less attractive. She is attractive. I'm personally not attracted to her because in my mind she's like a spiritual being. She's like a god. She's like a god to me. So I don't feel physical attraction towards her because like she's like my god to me. And that sounds insane, and that's because it is. Chris has never had a day just like me for real characters. Sad. I guess not. I don't know. Maybe he just misunderstood what I meant. Thanks for working so hard for me all the time. I know you fell asleep at your desk because you were up all night editing videos for me, so I kind of feel bad for waking you up. But oh my god, if I had a significant other and they edited all my videos for me. You are staying forever. Free labor. Ollie fidgeted with her hair and looked at me apologetically. Her thick, glossy locks hung in 2 pigtails and a long fringe that covered half of her face. She's emo. She could cry all she wanted from her hidden eye and no one would be none the wiser. If only that's how that worked. It was an extra layer of protection along with her over-the-top acting. That's my theory anyway. Legend has it that no one has ever seen the left half of Ame's face. Not even I'm privy to what's underneath her bangs. Okay. That's pretty crazy. The editing minds. You should get yourself some basement dwellers? For real, bro. Who wants to come live in my basement with me? I'll lock you in my office, and all you're allowed to do is edit my videos. Alright, sleepyhead, I'm gonna go brush my teeth, do my skincare routine, and get changed. You better be ready for a date by the time I'm done. Oh man. Oh, this is gonna be an embarrassing stream because I'm so in love with Ame that I'm just gonna be gushing the whole time like a nerd. Yeah, honestly, I don't think I have. Oh. I will be here off and on, so I'm like, okay, thank you so much for the lurk. I hope you have a good time doing what it is that you're doing. Thank you. She beamed at me, her smile warm and bright like the sun. She was so beautiful and adorable, like a little flower begging me to pick her. How could I ever say no to her? People say that every beautiful rose has its thorns, but I think it's a little different for Ame. Her arms were covered in thin scars that run across them haphazardly. She had thorns, and those thorns were hurting her too. But flowers don't do that, so what would she be instead? Is there a plant that kills itself? 'Cause she'd be that one. I'm 1 in a trillion. I mean, pop off, I guess. And I don't want to hear you complaining about this date being too short notice or whatever, okay? Love is unpredictable like that. Or don't you care about me enough to keep up? I care. I'll do your spontaneous dates anytime. That's totally how I work. That's my jam. A single tear rolled down her cheek from her right eye. All traces of her earlier smile had disappeared as sadness pulled the corners of her lips downward. She swung into a full blown. I didn't even say anything. 1 in a trillion. Did I slay? You slayed. You ate, queen. I didn't even say anything back yet. Ame, chill. Boo-hoo, you don't even love me, do you? You're just on because you want the super chats I squeeze out for my nerd fans. That's called emotional abuse, you know. She sniffed and wiped the tears from her face. Her cheeks took on a pinkish tint as her eyes continued to leak and grow puffy. Rather than diminish her looks, however, it only served to make her already enormous eyes look even bigger. She looks like an alien. Just kidding. Of course, all this was an act too. Ame had perfected the craft of crying on command, making it look really convincing. That, or she just really is this unstable. I wouldn't be that surprised. As a streamer, she needed precise control over her emotions, turning on whatever she wanted like a switch. To elicit certain reactions from her viewers, it was her job to cry and smile with purpose, or even get so riled up she could snap a keyboard in half. I was familiar with all of these as someone who lived with her and cared for her in a romantic capacity. Bro, and do it, Loki. Wait, what is going on? What? Huh? Ame's crying because she's yapping and presenting herself scenarios that are not even true. Just like me, for real. Dude, I think I can technically cry on command. Like, if I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but if I like start making a joke where I'm like pretend crying, like even if it's very obvious and goofy, where I'm like pretend crying, like oh my god, if I do that for a little bit, I will actually start crying, like by accident. So technically I think I can cry on command, because if I just like pretend fake cry even for a joke and I'm not sad at all, I can just actually cry a little bit after that. Complete opposite. I can't even cry when I need to. Blech. I mean, there's times I can't. It's not really the same as like actually crying from sadness though. So I've never like done it. There's been situations where I can't cry before when I need to, but I've never done that because I don't really think it would be the same. But I'm pretty sure I could, if I really needed to, I could probably cry on command by just making a joke and then keeping on with the joke until I actually start crying. She's either hitting the fastest alligator tears or having a spontaneous breakdown. Both. Just as I knew everything about Ame, I knew that this charade she was putting on was her way of showing her love toward me. I also knew that if I ever saw her crying real tears, could only mean one thing, that things were over between us. Jesus! But even though I knew this wasn't real, she was still crying, and no proper human being would leave a girl crying. I had to do something to soothe her. The tears being fake didn't change the fact that she was deeply stressed from streaming every night and desperately needed a break. Putting herself out there on MeTube and social media meant that all eyes were on her. She had worshippers that treated her like a goddess, people who made it their personal mission to poke fun at her, and others who saw her as a sounding board for their emotions. It was simple enough to understand how such chaos would eat away at one's mental well-being, but only those who'd been through the same thing could truly empathize. Maybe the money and attention really were as intoxicating as she made it out to be, but even so, could this hell truly be worth it to her? This game is basically, I'm a streamer, and it's so hard. Twinsies, haven't cried in over a decade. Whoa, you need to go to therapy. Why the poster on the left kind of look like the fitness boxing avatars? Poster on the left, the anime girl? Wow, that just looks like an anime girl to me. Alright, now that we're going on this date, says me, let's decide on where to go. Choose wisely, because it could mean make me love or hate you more. Did I also mention that it'll affect what ending you get? Well, now I have. Oh, there's different endings? Oh, shit. If you ask me, Ame was stuck. She had real skill and talent. She was a smart girl. Every night, she would don her silly costume as the internet angel and stream under the name OMG Kawaii Angel. Just K Angel from now on, because saying the full thing every time is way too much effort. Her streams gathered hundreds of thousands of nerds from all over cyberspace every night. All of the respect, lust, jealousy, hate, love, and boredom that congregated were compiled into a neat little metric known as the viewer count. Then, that number would determine how much money she would receive for her efforts. It's true. Why therapy when games? Okay. okay, this is a man moment. Who's he talking to? Casually doxing his talent and girlfriend. Is it? I don't even think. I think in the actual story, P-chan isn't even real. I think P-chan is actually like a figment of her imagination. So this is really just her being literally insane. For real though, what would therapy help me with? I don't know. I'm not a therapist. Are they gonna make me cry? I don't know. Maybe. Didn't matter what intentions her viewers went into her streams with. The important thing was that they became another number for the pile of numbers that end up as cash in her bank account. Hello, numbers. I mean, hatchlings. And boy, did she have a lot of those numbers. Not to toot my own horn, but I had a very big hand in keeping those figures up. Ami was hugely dependent on me during her daily life, and most of the logistics of her streams were handled by me too. But that's enough about that. The undeniable thing was, her overwhelming charm was what made her career possible. Stats drove people crazy. Those numbers pushed them to the brink. At some point, Ami must have wondered whether I loved her for who she was or for the numbers she produced. We started off as two broke asses who found comfort in each other. Without any money in the equation, I think what we had was genuine love for one another. Now, neither of us could be so sure anymore. On the other hand, it was possible that we were now too close for either of us to unstick ourselves. No matter how hard she tried to ignore it, there would always be one persistent worry at the back of her mind. Maybe I can't be satisfied with my partner anymore. The image of us splitting could be looping in her head. Dude, this is gonna be too real. This is gonna make me so, like, anxious and you know. The numbers. If you listen closely, you can hear the numbers. That's a Bandersnatch reference because I made my father watch it recently. OMG, I finally killed this bastard Time Warden on Ascension 1. Good job! Now teach me how to do it. Trauma bonding with her tulpa? Tulpa? What's tulpa? What's tulpa? It was something two of us had to overcome together, though. What does being in a relationship mean? Can we take the steps into the future together hand in hand? These are the questions we had to face. I shouldn't have played this game. Oh no, I've never told you about those? No, I don't know what tulpa is. I'm the kind of person where I'm such aggressively ride or die to the point it's probably bad, and I'm like, you have to be here forever, and it would take very extreme circumstances for me to think otherwise. I'm the type of through thick and thin, nothing will break us, we'll be together forever no matter what goes wrong. And I kind of feel like that's mostly how Ame is. There are endings where she dumps you a lot, but she is like that too, I think. Apparently I didn't cry as a baby either. Damn. Too much testosterone. Off-stream research? Oh, okay. I used to be like that, but someone realized that if we're meant to be together, I don't have to worry. If not, it's better to end early. I know people don't agree with that, but for mental, it works. I think that's the sane answer. I think that's the sane way to go about it. But I don't think I have it in me to not be like that. I mean, I agree with the part that if you're good for each other, you shouldn't really have to worry too much. But also, I'm the type of person where I'm like, okay, you're gonna do a blood ritual with me, and that means that no matter what happens, you cannot leave, and we are literally here forever, and you're basically signing a contract with me. And that's definitely not a good way to go about it. I acknowledge this, but what would I be if that was gone, huh? Where would my charm and my spice go, huh? What would be the fun in being normal and healthy, huh? Well, maybe not normal. I feel like it's actually pretty common for people to be a little bit not normal in relationships, but too much testosterone. Now look, last date that went well, I was like, hey, what are your boundaries? I'll tell you mine. If any of this doesn't work, good GG, basically. I don't know. I think that's good. I think that's sane. And I mean, I would probably do the same thing, but if I actually got to know someone really well and then we decided to be together, I think I would genuinely make them like swap blood with me and like get one of like those permanent bracelets with each other or something. Blood high five, legitimately. I kind of actually unironically plan to do that. Please don't judge me. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it feels right. I'm telling too much. Play the game, goddammit. Ami was a middle school dropout. Yo, same. Kind of. Who had a terrible personality and could do stupid things sometimes. But she was always thinking about things much more than the average person. If her head was really as empty as people like to say, she would never have made it so big as a streamer. She was the kind of person who would rather be direct and spring a surprise date on her partner than try some elaborate scheme to bait me into one. I'm both. I would do both. I fuck with both. There was the hope that the element of surprise would bring back the butterflies we both felt when we started dating too. From a practical angle, it was also a good way to assess how one's partner would deal with an unexpected and potentially stressful situation. I mean, we'd all want someone who can handle both well, right? Plus, I'm not really one to talk. I chose this after all. Exposing yourself, holding to one. I'm not repeating it. If you didn't hear it the first time, you're lost. You're lost. I think the hierarchy of the relationship should be determined by who owns the most land. Yeah, that could work too. That's a third angle that I've never considered. OMG, wait, so we're actually going? Ami's eyes sparkled like 1,000 diamonds. I didn't care if there's an act or not. I wanted to believe that underneath her long bangs, her left eye was also shining like the brightest star in the sky. Yay, I'm so excited! Whatever happens to us in the future, I just want us to be happy. Okay, let's pick a place to have our date. Oh, this pose is like the Monica pose. It's like the Monica pose. Oh, P-chan, I'll go wherever you go. Unless it's jail, then no. Land on the monarchy grind set. I wouldn't expect anything less. Try to do a blood pact? Yes. I am going to legitimately try and do a blood pact. That is 1-to-1 the Monica pose? It is. Oh, so many choices. Okay. Nakano Broadway. I don't really know what that is. I kind of assume it's in the city. Hospital. No. Arcade's fun. Urban exploration. Oh. Beach. No. Childhood home. No. I think I want to go urban exploration. With your significant other? Yes. If I had one. Childhood home is such a loaded option. I feel like that's not really where you go for like a fun date, but more like a sentimental type of thing. Love to go to Nakano Broadway. I assume it's in the city. But urban exploration, I've never really done it before, or at least not much, but I desire to have like a group of friends where we go out and go to like abandoned buildings and shit and explore that. That looks so fun to me, and I've never really done it. I've only been into like little abandoned houses by chance when like going on walk with family, and they're very small and not very interesting, but like I want to go to like a abandoned hospital and explore the whole thing. It's a big ass shopping mall in Nakano Prefecture in Tokyo. Wait. I might have went there. I'm not too sure. That's commitment? Yeah. You go to your childhood home to reclaim the motherland. What the fuck? Not prefecture, sub-city within Tokyo. Okay, I see. I'm going to choose the urban exploration. Even though I think most people would be like, what? I feel like Ame would be into this. Oh, this music is not the good ending music, though. I might have made the choice. When you said you're taking me to an urban exploration, I thought you were going to take me to a generic old part of town swarmed by Insta-girlies, and I was so ready to beat your ass, but this abandoned school is pretty sweet. Nice one, Peach. I know her. She have fallen a random used needle or something? Probably. I thought I was gonna die from having to climb up this mountain after getting train sick from that super long ride, but it was so worth it. We stepped inside the abandoned school and breathed in its musty air, kicking up dust as we went. And we're gonna die from what is it? What is it fucking called? Why can't I remember? What is the stuff that they used to make buildings out of that's really toxic? Why can I not remember the word? Asbestos? Yes, asbestos. She gonna die of asbestos. Entering this wooden building tucked away in the mountains was like traveling back in time. The village it had been a part of was long deserted, and the whole place felt like a ghost town. It was a small slice of a world unknown, the shell of dreams that once were, lives that were being lived once upon a time. The chairs and tables were already rotting, perhaps still waiting for students to come back and learn with them again. Little did they know, however, that their fate was to be forgotten and eventually destroyed. Capitalism? No. But I guess so. I used to love doing shit like this as a teenager. I never got to do that shit, man. I need to do it, man. I may seem to be enjoying this desolate atmosphere. I hated school, so it feels good to see one in such a sorry state. So true. Well, at least she likes it, even if her reasons were a little unconventional. Something nostalgia. This place must have molded so many kids into cogs for the great machine of wage cockery. It's only fair they would go down like this then. Haha. Your lens was right about the capitalism. We lucked out because there are old war bunkers and abandoned giant churches here. Oh, cool. I bet those, if anything's haunted, it's going to be them churches. Wage cookery real. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Smacking my fucking garbage can. Oof, harsh. However, one could agree that being anti-establishment was a core part of what made a streamer. Someone like her, who sought refuge on the internet away from the educational system society that rejected her, stood for everything these institutes tried to quash through shoving their students into small boxes that taught them how to socialize and conform. A video about a truant middle school dropout exploring a abandoned school would actually be the perfect video. I'd put on my best horror stream screaming, and the views would roll in like an avalanche. But nah, a bit cringe. TBH. Plus, this is supposed to be a date for just the two of us. It'll be our little secret. It's not like I brought my K-Angel outfit anyway, lol. Ami started taking full advantage of the fact that the building was abandoned by running around and kicking everything she could get her hands on, or rather feet. At one point, she kicked the wall so hard her foot got stuck in the resulting hole, but all in all, she seemed to have a great time absolutely wrecking the symbol of her childhood pain. Damn, I want to do that. I wish I'd done this to the school I went to. I should have torn it to pieces and razed the whole thing to the ground. Oh, that's a cute pose. I wish I made everyone who bullied me get down on their knees and apologize. No, that's not enough. I should have made them jump out of the window. Not too high up so they die, but just enough so they'd break their bones. Oh my god, she's just like me for real. This is just exposing how much of a fucking freak I am. Ame is so real. She is so real, man. I was in hell. I hated them so much. I wanted so badly to climb on the spider's thread, if only to look down on them. I swore to myself that I'd become someone they'd be mad jealous of. I think I did, in a way. Look at where they got, gluing themselves to their desks, and look at where I am now, more rich and famous than any of them could ever be. And before, one of them's also a streamer, and they have higher numbers than her. Plus, I have a wonderful and loving partner, too. But it's not like they know it's me when they look at K-Angel. So much for throwing them into the pits of despair and jealousy. They just go about their little lives, and they probably don't even remember that they even went to school with me. Ame started to kick harder. I just want to hear them say, "My deepest apologies. I never knew you had such enormous talent to become the emotional support for millions of people all around the world." She picked up a chair and hurled it at the blackboard, hanging precariously at the front of the room. It made contact with a heavy thud, and a large crack appeared on the dark green surface. "Haha, I'll stop there for the day. Consider yourself lucky." She slowly paced as she wiped the sweat from her brow, happily murmuring, "Because I'm so kind and generous, I'm practically a bodhisattva." I don't know what that is. To herself. Once the adrenaline had worn off, she grew bored of the abandoned school and wanted to go home. By the time we headed out, it was already dusk, the time when students would usually be heading back to the comfort of their homes after a long day of boring classes. Hey cuties, it's Angel, the middle school dropout angel. That's my new intro. You must all be wondering what I did today. Well, keep wondering, because I'm not going to tell you. Us angels have a lot of secrets we need to keep from you humans. If you're getting ready to accuse me of having a boyfriend, stop right there. Sorry, for some reason, I only get congested when I'm streaming, and I don't know why. It's really upsetting. I have no need for one because I'm devoted to being your angel. So don't worry and just keep standing me. If you really want to know what I did today, then let's see some red in the chat. The streamer sickness. Also, Bodhisvata is like one in Buddhism that guides you to Buddhahood. Oh, interesting. Akasupas. Akasupas, those dogs are driving me fucking nuts. Hey, don't actually do that. That's a whole 10,000 yen, but I do love those zeros. Thank you guys so much. Me? Man, I love being with you guys on stream here. I have so much fun, and I really mean that. I'm not just saying that because you guys give me money, okay? It's just one of those nights, you know, and you guys have it so tough out there. That's why you're all here watching some girl on the internet, right? I really feel for you guys. I can't ever hope to truly understand what you're all going through, and it might not be my place to say this, but let's all promise to do our best to get through our days, okay? That's all I wanted to say. Anyway, I'm going to bed. I hope you guys can get through another day of being wage cucks and study betas with a smile. Bless. Oh my god. You guys who wrote this, holy shit. Hehe, I had so much fun yesterday. Where will you take me next? Surprise me. Oh, we're going again? Okay. Let's go to the Nakano Broadway. Perhaps? Though, did she say that she thought she was going to take us somewhere generic and she didn't want that? But, I don't know. Let's do the Broadway. From Nakano Station, if you left through the north exit and walked to the end of the Nakano-san Mall, you would find yourself face to face with a mixed residential and commercial building. Hey, this is Nakano Broadway, known for being the mecca for nerdy stuff. I love this place. Nice choice. Okay, good. I mean, by some logic, the mall, arcade, and beach could be generic, I guess. Yeah, that's true. Akiba is practically baby shit compared to Nakano. It's time to get really freaky and geeky. This is the kind of place that's best enjoyed once a month. We stepped inside, ready to be swept up by its holy corridors. Making it to Nakano Broadway could be, for people like us, a pilgrimage. Entering its hallowed halls made us devout believers of subcultures, regardless of whether or not the other visitors had that kind of mindset. By the way, if you didn't know, the ground floor, better known as the first floor, is used as a thoroughfare, but keeps going north and you'll eventually end up at the Arayakushi side. There you will find a nerdy shop. Those who are unaware of the location's status as a nerd hub would be none the wiser. Unlike Akihabara, where the nerdiness was spread throughout, it was only concentrated in one spot at Nakano. Wow, the first floor actually looks kind of normal. Except for the giant mandarake. Anyway, look, there's even some stairs that go down to a supermarket. Apparently Akiba is a tourist trap and you want to visit Nakano Broadway. I like they touched on that. When I was only in Akihabara for like 2 hours and I spent the whole time looking for the Iron Mouse Nendoroid and everywhere it was sold out, so I basically spent the whole 2 hours running around and I don't even remember if I bought anything. I don't really think I bought anything, honestly, because I really wanted the Mousey Nendoroid and I could not find it. JK, there's a shop selling gacha and Pouchmon cards too. This place is nerdy as hell. OMG, a shop that's always having closing down sales to draw in customers. I thought they'd all died out in Akiba, but looks like it's still got some of its skin here. It was crowded here on the first floor, but of course it was, as any thoroughfare would be. As such, this was where all the normie shops were. You'd only start seeing the really nerdy stuff from the second floor up. Also, if you're on visiting the second floor, make sure you take the stairs. The lift will take you straight to the third floor, so watch out. I can't even imagine how many people have missed the second floor because they didn't know about this. With her expert knowledge, or maybe coincidental luck, I may bounce over to the stairs and headed up without even giving the normie shop so much as a glance. Oh, look at all these trading cards and old books. And there's Anime Girl plastic, vinyl figures, diligencies, and eroge. They've really got everything here. Huh? I said that really weird, sorry. Damn, this game shop's got some really good stuff. There's stacks of really rare retro games in the window. Holy shit, that's expensive. Well, duh, they would be. Everyone who works here probably has all the good shit memorized. Damn, I was kind of hoping I'd be able to score some bargains, like those local secondhand shops that just slap prices on whatever. Sad. Apparently, anxiety or nervousness can give you a runny nose. It isn't even necessarily runny, it's like at the back. It's like at the back of my sinuses, like in the roof of my mouth, like in my throat. It's like, it feels congested. It just feels like uncomfortable. I'm an anxious motherfucker then, because my shit be leaking. Ew. It's calling it leaking is so weird. Leaking. Ame probably already knew that she had no luck, but held out hope anyway in case she could score something good for a stream. She was probably talking this much to be practiced for what she'd say tonight too. Truth be told, there were rarely any places left that would sell rare things for cheap, even out in the boonies. The shops that lasted this long were able to do so because they knew the highest prices they could sell their stock at. Plus, the places that tried to beat their competition by listing the items below market value would get their goods snapped up so quickly you'd hardly have time to blink. Not to say that bargain hunting was impossible these days, because it wasn't, but you have to be incredibly lucky. Ooh, there's even cafes here. Maybe I should just retire and open a chilled cafe here. Oops, don't tell anyone I said that, okay? Nakano Broadway was an old building with over 55 years of history. The call for its demolition could happen any day, so running a shop that needed a lot of time to build a customer base here, like a cafe, was a risky gamble. Thankfully, it was not enough to stop those who truly loved these holy grounds. The nerdiness is even stronger up here. With all the Gunblam and Rider exclusive shops, you won't really see this even in Akiba. This place is basically nostalgia heaven for parents. I can see them buying toys here so that they can live their glory days vicariously through their kids. But I guess the kids would be happy to be surrounded by so many books and toys. This is a weird place for sure, but maybe that's why a lot of families come here. This place has probably turned hundreds of kids into geeks who grow into robot and toku-loving adults. Well, if you don't feel anxious, you might just be allergic to something or be a bit sick. No, it genuinely happens to me all the time. Like, I swear to God, I feel perfectly fine. I start my stream, and suddenly I'm congested. I don't really think I don't feel anxious or nervous. I'd love to get some classic gaming stuff from a Japan trip, but taking it back through TSA would be so annoying. Ooh, I can imagine, yeah. Worth it, maybe, though. Some old-ass anime memorabilia. Yeah. If only suitcases were infinite. Or just coincidence. I mean, it probably is coincidence. It's just insane how many times it's happened. The circle of life and all, huh? Being the central hub of Nakano wasn't the only reason this place saw a lot of families. There's also a huge park right next door, where the light of Nakano gathered in the form of couples and families, creating a big yin and yang town. To any dark nerds who wish to avoid such light, visiting on a weekday would probably be your best bet. Ooh, look at this bookstore. They've got some really controversial stuff there. Ah, opening a shop for fellow freaks would be pretty cool too. Oh no. Leaving the country was so chill, coming back in, so painful. I know, right? When they're asking you, they're like, have you committed any of this huge list of crimes? And then you're like, oh God, maybe I did, even though you didn't. And you have to read through every single one and say, no, I did not commit this crime. No, I did not commit this crime. No, I did not commit this crime. Jeez. Why did the quiz me for like 8 minutes of length like I was bringing a bomb? Exactly. It was scary. And there's this super tall cop, or I think he was a cop, standing there and talking to me. And I was like answering the questions as if I was in a police interrogation for reals. Fellow Freaks would be a banger shop name. True. Emma babbled on excitedly, pointing and gesturing in a frenzy. She'd gone completely off the deep end, sucked in by the whirlpool of nerd shit. The highest floor just hits different. It really feels like the good old days are perfectly preserved here. Unlike the second floor, which you could easily reach after climbing one flight of stairs, and the third floor, which the elevator went straight to, the fourth floor was a special place that you could only reach if you wanted to. You couldn't just get there from some coincidence or mistake. It was special in another way, too. It housed a chaotic concoction of vintage Showa-era toys, manga, and magazines. There's even an arcade well known for still running a bunch of niche retro cabinets. Even from the first glance, you could immediately sense that the shops here were paradise for a select portion of nerds. Look, they even got anime sales here. Ooh, I love CCs. This is so cool. Hey, you ever think about how sales aren't sold as merch, so the ones by the market were sold by some animator who needs some pocket money? I mean, it's cool that anime nerds will get a chance to own a piece of the series they love, but it's sort of giving me mixed feelings, you know? I guess. It's kind of like how if I saw someone selling something I autographed for them, I'd be pretty annoyed. But on the other hand, they'd be selling it because they're really strapped for cash, and they wouldn't be selling it if they could help it. Also, it could be their family member selling it for them because they passed away. If a collector had passed, the family could either sell their things to a second-hand shop like Mandadrag or shut them away in a closet somewhere. An outsider wouldn't be able to tell if it was more than respectful to sell their things or keep them. However, what they would know is that either option would be better than bagging them up and throwing them away. True. I'd love to be questioned by police. Why? Man, I guess we had arcade machines. Japan's so goated for having them still be a huge thing. Yeah, that is true. I mean, modern day arcades are pretty cool too still. Definitely miss the classic ones, but I still think the modern day ones are pretty cool too. Some of them at least. Love an Evangelion. Why can I not say words today? Evangelion. I can't say words today. Animation cell. Because that's interesting as fuck. It's like some kind of Zodiac killer case. I feel like it's annoying. If you're being like... If they're suspecting you, they're interrogating you, they'll probably be there for a long time. I feel like that'd just be annoying. Cells definitely were just sold for pocket money though. Oh well, it's none of my business. I'm just gonna grab a dead Zico cell and go home. Once she left the shop with her purchase, she nodded and headed for the stairs. It seemed that she had her fill of nerdiness for the day. Now that she spent the day surrounded by nerd shit, her streams would probably reflect that too. Or maybe they won't. One thing I was sure of though, if she showed this side of her more, she'd attract even more annoying fans. Sure, maybe there was some merit to taming them into K-Angels fans, but it was really worth it when they had the emotional intelligence of a 5-year-old. Oh my god. Oh, it's so... Oh... If you respond to any of my last 3 messages, I was getting eaten alive by ads. I did, but I didn't say anything all that interesting. I just said that I still think modern day arcade machines are cool too. And that I can't pronounce words today. She's so mean. This isn't even her. Well, I guess it is if P-chan isn't real. So this might be her, I guess. But it's true. It's true. If I have time to see happen in movies, I have time to go through it. Okay, sure. And it would be cooler. All right. I just respectfully disagree. Modern arcades are super neat, but they just don't exist near me. Oh, well, I'm not close to one either, but when I go on vacation, there's usually some. I'm tired from walking around all day, so no stream tonight. I'm going to stare at my cell all night and then sleep. I'm never going to tell my nerds that I got one, otherwise they would all get on my ass about how to properly store and display it. Hee I had so much fun yesterday. Where will you take me next? Surprise me. Arcade! Speaking of arcades, the fit is so good. Oh, the fit is so good. Oh my god, my emo queen. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm falling asleep. A good night then. I hope you have a good sleep. Thank you for hanging out today. See you tomorrow's or whenever. Selfie bangs. Yes, it does. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Sleep well. Taking your girlfriend to the local arcade is like the IRL equivalent of taking a girl in a dating sim trawling for secondhand PC parts and then taking your affection meter. But it's a bold choice. Nice one, P-chan. We're already not normal, so why pretend to be? Chilling in an arcade together is peak. This is a personal attack on me? Huh? Gift's outfit's so good. She's so cute. I'm ready to get my game on. I knew it was a bit of a gamble, but good thing Her Highness seemed pleased. We gawked at the giant coin-pushing games and their bright lights, mused about how old-school games like those crocodile smashing ones were probably the gateway, and enjoyed everything the arcade had to offer. It was a wholesome establishment perfect for families, which meant that there were none of the usual nerds there, just a quiet corner of town with nothing weird going on. Kind of feels like we're teenagers who just started dating. For two youngsters who wanted to go somewhere fun, but A, didn't have that much money, and B, had half the city blocked off to them as minors, game arcades were the ideal date spot. Much fun could be had for a few hundred yen, and photo booths just hit different, even though all of us had smartphones and a million photo apps now. Plus, the really big and fancy arcades sometimes had bowling alleys or pool tables in case anyone wanted to flex for their girl. Ah, youth. Not that I'd really know what that feels like, since no one at school would have ever dated me. Ugh, she's so real. I think going to a PC recycling center would be fun. I don't know anything about PC computers, but if I did, it probably would be. I want to own these machines. IRL so bad, man. You've talked about that for years. I remember you saying that years ago. Dude, our local arcade before it shut down had pool tables and a bowling alley, and it was so sick. Ugh, I hate it. This happened to my town too, but when your town was like pretty good, and then it just like falls apart, and even though the population is growing, it just slowly gets worse. Hate that. That's what happened to my town. I'd always come here alone to practice fighting games at Gunblam, and like so many guys would come up to me being like, "Oh, you want me to teach you? I could play co-op with you on Gunblam if you want." Like, ew, okay, nobody asked. But even though I hated how patronizing they were, not gonna lie, I still kind of like the attention. I sat down at an old, worn-out cabinet and began fiddling with the joystick and buttons, perhaps recalling a combo that some guy taught her long ago. I couldn't really blame those nerds for approaching her the way they did, as annoying as it must have been. No one has ever approached me in an arcade because I usually look fucking insane trying to beat the... Oh! I beat the Pop the Lock game last time I went to an arcade. I think my record for the longest time had been like 4 or something, and then last time I went to arcade I beat Pop the Lock finally. I was very proud. My life goal is to open a rec center with arcade machines and indoor-outdoor sports stuff, so I always fantasize about finding deals on machines like that I can fix and stuff. Oh, that's really cool. Genuinely, that's really cool. I want to come to your rec center. Pop the Lock, my nemesis. I really enjoyed it, and for the first time I played it in arcade, I couldn't beat it, and it pissed me off, and then so I was like, this time I'll do it, and then I did it. A beautiful girl in an arcade was like a fresh spring in the desert, especially for the people seeking refuge from their daily lives. It was only human for them to approach and call out to such beauty and wonder. Now that I think about it, those nerds were probably just really lonely, huh? I'll continue to tap and flick away, cycling through different combos. None of them had any effect on the game, of course, as no coins had been inserted. The demo screen played on, oblivious to any input. I mean, if you just wanted to verse someone, you could easily do that online. They must have been really starved for human contact. They bothered to come all the way to an arcade in real life. It feels like in general people are losing out on third places with everyone being so heavily locked into digital world stuff. It'd be neat if there were more local hangout spots, not to get too deep into all that. I mean, I guess that makes sense. But there are still people who go out and do things. So, honestly, it's not really an excuse. At least not yet. Because if those things had not fallen apart, they would still be used, I think. Like, plenty. Because of the lack of things. Considering that the other towns nearby, their hangout spots are constantly full 24/7 because there's none here. So I think it's just like, I think they're just fucking lazy and they piss me off. They keep spending the town's money on random decorations that no one gives a shit about instead of actually doing things that help and actually fixing the shit people want to be fixed. Piss me off. Anyway. You get a sense of kinship fighting with other outcasts who'd also been rejected at school and work, you know? Just the both of you here in the darkness of the arcade punching it out. I think this is how all fighting games should be played. Online, you wouldn't know who you were going against, just climbing the ranks mindlessly. But here, you could just peek around the corner and see your rival. Whatever. Not that I care. Sounds like you care. I stood up suddenly and walked deeper into the bowels of the shop. OMG, there's K-Angel merch in the claw machines. Go me. If I saw that, if I went to an arcade and saw my merch in the claw machines, I think I'd shit myself on the spot. I love when the local municipality refuses to invest in good things for the populace and instead push for vain things to make the town seem more lively. Exactly. We suffer from that too. Exactly. We got the same shit going on. This is exactly what's going on here. Instantly dies seeing own merch claw machine. Yeah, I would shit on in my pants and would fall out onto the floor. Seriously. She wasn't alone anymore. There was no more waiting for awkward nerds to hit on her as she sat alone at a cabinet. She had a partner and all the fans and followers in the world filling the emptiness in her heart. I don't think we're really the kind of people to blow all our money on claw machines or verse each other on racing games like the other screeching couples, though. I wish they had a merry-go-round here. Let's go home. But I had fun. I think this will become one of those days that will come back to me once in a while when I see something random. We left the bright lights and loud noises of the arcade behind us. If we ever wanted a game, we could just hop on our phones and find someone to play with. So real, modern day. Hello, cuties. This is K-Angel, the Arcade Angel. What did you all get up to today? I went to an arcade. It wasn't huge or famous or anything, but I passed by it while I was on my walk and just decided to go in by myself. And guess what, guys? I saw a claw machine with my merch in it. It was very exciting. I saw some schoolgirls there talk about how cute they were and how much they wanted some. I was so happy I almost stepped in to catch some of it for myself. But man, arcade-goer demographics have changed so much. It was such a nice arcade, but there wasn't a single nerd in sight. I bet it's because you guys are all cooped up at home gaming instead of going outside to play games. True. Who else will fill the dark, dingy corners of the arcade if not for you all? Who else is going to stand around with their arms folded like bison and backseat game the whole time, then go out for ramen together with the other randos whose real names you don't even know? You guys gotta start pretending like you're in Umehara's manga and go out and do this. I'm begging you. Like, that sounds like so much fun. I almost wish I could do it too. I guess nowadays, pro gamers are celebrated so much that they've lost their gloomy, nerdy reputation. But you know, it's kind of sad that they have to act all professional and stuff now that big money's on the line. I mean, people usually become gamers because they'd rather not deal with the real world, and they go to the arcade to meet their little group of nerds who feel the same way, right? It wasn't much, but it was their slice of joy. And now, they have to deal with the real world because they play games. Plus, I bet there's a whole bunch of people who would love nothing more than to play games with others, but are forced to stay in the dark because they can't or don't want to act all hyped for the big companies and stuff. Anyway, that's just my thought of the day from my visit to the arcade. If I'm talking shit, then just ignore me. If you haven't gone outside in a while, then go do it. Go play a game with someone you can see face to face. But shower first, okay? Promise me you will. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bless. That's the real amount of people that would hover over the Tekken cabs, try to backseat us, just smashing buns was crazy. I'd punch them. Seriously. Hee I had so much fun yesterday. Where will you take me next? Surprise me. Alright, something tells me we're going to go to literally all of these, so let's go to the hospital. This would suck. Oh, but you're wearing such a good outfit. God, you slaying. Are you seriously taking me to the hospital for our date? You're lucky you have me, because any other girl would have dumped your ass straight away. I mean, it's fine. I'm nearly out of meds anyway, so it's good timing. You planned this date because of that, didn't you? You're always so on top of things. Thanks, P-chan. Today we are at the psych ward. Ami often came here to pick up her various pills and prescriptions. She had SSRIs, stronger stuff for her really bad days, sleeping pills, medicine that stopped her from suddenly recalling things that were too painful to remember, all sorts of things. So me. If she ever ran out of those, she'd have to play the dangerous game of facing reality all on her own. Since Ami's pills were running low, I decided to bring her here before things got out of hand. Doesn't it seem counterintuitive to have a system where people who struggle with doing things on time all the time had to pick up their meds on time all the time? Yo, that's actually true. That's true. I'd be running out all the fucking times I'm dumb. Oh, I love this fit the most. I think I like the other one better, but I love them both a lot. Hey, you ever think about the people you see in waiting rooms? I think the ones I see here are especially unique. I wonder why. This ward accepted many patients with tough cases, so the waiting room could be quite confronting too. Most of them weren't that out of the ordinary though. Like the old folks playing their Game Boys. Old people play Game Boys? Even though it was released way past their time, those who wandered back and forth in the corridors like NPCs, and kids who clung to their mothers unmoving and unspeaking. As different as they were, there was one thing that they all had in common. They were all living with unthinkable traumas that regular mentally healthy folk couldn't even begin to imagine. I've been telling you, my ideas keep getting stolen. Every day my famous mangakas. I'm the one who originally invented the dark fantasy genre. I have already told you this before. There was a man, middle-aged perhaps, in a room somewhere, shouting, probably arguing with his doctor. It was to be expected in this ward, and all the staff seemed used to it. Anyone who wanted to work here would no doubt have to be able to take those kinds of outbursts calmly without affirming or denying them. The man raged on, still inflamed by the plagiarism he was convinced was happening. It's happening all the time on that website, Shosetsuka ni Naro, that everyone can post their light novels to. They're all reading my stories there and ripping me off, even the ones that get anime adaptations, except their MCs are all shit and bland. His shouting went on for a good while. Ame stared at the door that it seemed to be coming from, her face peaceful and composed. Everyone here is fighting their own battles the best they can. It's tough when your worst enemies and best friends both come from the inside of your own head. I know what that feels like. There was a time where it felt like I had insects buzzing around in my head all day long. That's what I say. I say I have bees in my brain. There's bees buzzing in my brain, and they're all crashing into each other. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, but a date where you handle your SO's important tasks with them, then go somewhere to be really thoughtful? That's true. I have a feeling, though, maybe I'll be wrong, but I have a feeling that the entire date is at the hospital. This guy reminds me of too many people. Felt like I had insects buzzing around my head all day long. They'd all fly around and screech and cause me all sorts of... What? This is scary. She's describing what it's like to be me. They all crash into each other and screaming. I probably screamed like that man too, just to stop hearing them for even a second. I fought that battle alone too, just like he probably is. I watched, intrigued, as Ame's face grew solemn. It was a rare sight to behold. I laid my hand on top of hers and laced our fingers together. If someone cut the two of us out of context right now, we'd just be like any other couple, enjoying each other's company side by side. However, we weren't like any other couple. I mean, how many others out there would spend their day at a psych ward? It didn't matter to me, though, or Ame. We were both perfectly fine with spending our time here. For people who have to tough it out alone, they must really hate me for having someone like you with me. Maybe they'd even curse me for being blessed with such an adorable face, too. I wouldn't blame them if they hated me for building a name for myself and earning money through my streams by using my outcast energy to attract fans and sympathy. I must be something like a class traitor to them. If they were pointing behind my back and saying I was faking it all for clout, I wouldn't blame them at all. I certainly feel like it on most days. But who would I be if I didn't turn my mental illness into a business? Yeah, so fucking true, Ame. So fucking true, Ame. You get it. You get it like nobody else does. I'd just be a stupid middle school dropout. I have my good looks too, but they can only get me so far in this cruel world. I only got so big as K-Angel because of my hard work, and I won't let anyone talk down to me about all the time and effort I've invested. Whatever. That's just all fluff anyway. Having a partner like you who would keep tabs on my meds and take me to get more when I'm nearly out automatically makes me more privileged than half the people here on Earth. I wouldn't have the right to even look at the man beyond that door in the eye. Dude, if I had a partner and they'd check on my meds and would take me to get my meds, oh my god, that would make me so happy. I would feel so loved. Oh. Ame chuckled softly, resigned. The shiz hit my feels a little. Mine too! Her face grew dark as she fell silent, gripping my hand back. And it's time for a stream! Energy change. Hey cuties, it's K-Angel, your totally normal internet angel who has a super normal brain. Stream time, sad over, turn sad off. What did you all get up to today? I went to the upstairs doctor for the first time in a while today. Aren't I so good? Well, it's really nothing special. We should normalize getting professional help when we need it. Anyway, I just took my meds earlier, so if I seem a bit out of it, that's why. If I say something weird, no I didn't. But if I did, just give me a gentle poke in the comments. The place I go to is pretty well known, actually. I looked up my symptoms and just picked a doctor that seemed like they would get it, so whenever I go, I see a lot of people like myself there. The surprising thing is, if you look at the hospital's reviews, they're actually super bad. They're all like, the doctors never take me seriously. They're all quacks. Well, I guess all online reviews are kind of like that. But, you know, people writing them probably weren't in the best state of mind, and yet they continue to go to that hospital. When you think about it, wouldn't all those low reviews actually mean the place is good then? I know it's good for me because the staff there listen to me and make me feel okay. My point is, the reviews are so bad because the patients feel like they can express themselves however they like, which is actually a good thing. The world can be a tricky place, huh? Anyway, if any of you are going through it right now, I hope you can find a professional that you vibe with. But before that, get yourself something warm to drink and put yourself in your comfy bed and get a good night's sleep. I'm gonna send you all to bed now, so get ready. Good night now, my little nerds. Bless. Bum, 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 bum. The reviews for wars are always so ass, she's so right. For doctors too. Though some of them are deserved, I've learned, but yeah. Hee I had so much fun yesterday. Where you take me next? I had so much fun at the psych ward when I was all sad and shit. Beach. Feet. Sorry. Oh, she's so cute. The beach when it's cold? Genius idea, Peachan. No, I mean that for real, like unironically. This was the dialogue I was talking about. It's so quiet because there's no one else around, and it's not like I would have went in the water anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's cold. Good choice. Ally smiled. She seemed happy enough with my choice. We stared out into the great big ocean, the mother of all life. As humans, I think we're all made to feel something inexplicable when we come face to face with large bodies of water, including Ame, the contrarian streamer who spends most of her time shut in her room. Any other person would have wished for a bright, sunny day, but not Ame or me. The sky was gray and gloomy, the perfect kind of weather to get the moody teenager inside going, and totally perfect for us. Oh, they're just like me. This is my favorite kind of weather, man. That's how I feel. Every time there's weather like this, everyone goes, oh, it's such an ugly day. And then I'm like, oh, but it's so nice and lovely. And they're like, I wish it was sunny and hot. I'm like, I'm glad it's not. I'm not like other people. I'm edgy and I like the doom and gloom. Beaches when it's overcast hit so different? Yeah, it's vibes. It's vibes. You ever look at the ocean and start thinking about off? I did not expect that. That actually surprised me so bad. What the fuck? OMG, you're so quirky. I know. I get a bit quirky at night. Whoa, that caught me so off guard, man. Holy shit. You ever look at the ocean and start thinking about offing yourself? Not like because you want to die, but more like if you dove straight in and kept going, merciless Mother Nature would eventually take you into her embrace, and then your life too. Brr. The scariest thing about nature would probably be the fact that it had no feelings. No matter how much you screamed or begged, the oceans and wilderness would never relent. The best thing to do when you were stranded or drowning would be to stay calm. Maybe that was why a lot of people choose to end their lives with nature. Unlike humans, the earth would never react even when faced with a dying person. If you have no real desire to die, you just sometimes end up in a situation or place where you think about how easy it would be to die if you just made a few specific moves. Kind of like how that author, Natsuhiko Kyogoku, I think, talks about being overcome by something, like an evil spirit. What does a thing call? They call it, like, does it mean, like, the word is, like, the call of the void or something? It's when you're, like, on a bridge and you're like, oh, wow, look, the waterfall's so pretty. And then you're like, I should jump over that bridge. I've had this conversation sitting on a cliff with a friend, and they thought I was going to kill them or myself. They don't get it, bro. Call of the void. Yeah. I think it's actually pretty normal, though. Like, I think it's pretty common just for your brain to get silly and be like, but imagine if you did this. It's like intrusive thoughts on like a lesser scale, I think. You know. Who knows how many of our inexplicable actions, like murder and suicide, could be attributed to nefarious entities entering our minds? And it wouldn't be restricted to just the big, serious things like those either. Maybe they controlled even the little things in our lives, the trivial actions we couldn't otherwise explain. Hey, you know who Osamu Dazai committed suicide with his girlfriend by drowning in a river? I wonder if they really did that with the intention to die. I got curious about him one day and did some research, and I found out that he made a lot of suicide attempts throughout his life. So something seems it would be intentional. A lot of them were with the woman he was seeing at the same time, and one even ended in the woman's death. What the fuck? I'm not even gonna comment on how messed up that is, because he's long dead anyway. Going to drown with your lover just seems like such a spur-of-the-moment passion thing, or a last resort attempt to reconcile with whatever weakness you perceive to have in your mind. I saw an interview with someone Dazai knew where they said he would show them a rope and say he was serious about killing himself, and they felt troubled because they felt that no matter how hard they tried to help Dazai, he wouldn't accept it. It's kind of like when people go on social media and say they're going to kill themselves in a desperate bid for care. These kind of things can get really dangerous and snowball the more you do it, though. I agree. Oh my god, Dazai mention! I didn't finish watching that anime. You know why. Anyway, that's what I think about every time I come to the beach. The ocean breeze picked up and ruffled on my skirt. Something in my chest ached, a prick resembling a wound made by a pointed instrument. As my mind took a snapshot of the girl and the waves, I became gravely aware of the fact that I had a heart capable of doing so. Hey, Peachan, what if I asked you to walk in the ocean with me right now? Which one would be true love, accepting without any protest, or trying to convince me to stay and live? Aha, don't think too hard over it. I wasn't being serious. I have an important life mission that no evil spirit can take away from me right now. This game's getting me in my I don't even know what to call it. It's not it's like in my feels, but like a different kind of feels. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's a very specific feeling. I've never experienced it on stream before, so this is kind of weird and feels kind of vulnerable. What's this game doing to me? Dazai wrote a book by the name of No Longer Human, and it makes me mad that people associate with the anime character so much more. That being said, I don't blame them because Dazai was a deeply damaged man. Yeah, it's kind of weird that everyone's like, they turn him into an anime character who's like likable and everyone loves him so much, even though the real dude was like totally crazy, totally unhinged. Oh, I don't like this question. I'm thinking about it, and I mean, it'd probably be me asking the question if we're being real, but if my significant other asked, it would depend on a lot of things. It would depend. If I was doing really, really unwell in that moment and feeling a little bit off my rocker, I'd probably say yes. But if I was feeling normal and chilling, I'd probably be like, what the fuck? Are you okay? No? Let's leave now? It depends on a lot of things. Like, if I was really doing mentally unwell and not very sane or stable, probably, yeah, I'd probably fucking do that shit. I'd be like, oh my god, that's a double romantic suicide? Let's do it. But if I was, like, chilling and vibing, I'd be like, let's go get ice cream and watch Mean Girls for the 7th time this year. Okay? Okay, honey? This topic in particular has legit plagued me a good bit. Like, the obvious answer is to prevent them from doing that to themselves, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely not an easy question, and probably not one many people have been asked in their lifetimes. And if we're talking morally, that's a whole different debate. Hi, Guts. Hi, Doom. I'm just warning you, we're kind of deep in our feels right now because this game is deep and crazy, but I'm glad to see you. I'm just warning you in advance. I hope you're good. I hope you're good, Doom. But if we're talking morally, that's a whole different debate because we could get into it. I don't think it's it's controversial, but I don't think in like a bad way. We're talking about the moral responsibility, whether or not you would walk to your death with your SO or attempt to get them to reconcile with continuing to live. And you redeem the special Discord role. Holy shit. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the special Discord role, you get to choose what the role is named. It's in the stream Discord. You can choose what it's named, you can choose the color, and then it will display you separately from everyone else. So tell me what color you want and what you want your name to be, and I'll give you the role. Holy shit. That's only been redeemed, I think, twice. Or maybe 3 times? But not very many times. I'm 1/5 the way there one day. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. Anyone else do this? I don't watch too many people's streams just because, like, I'm more of a VOD watcher. But when I do watch people's Twitch streams, I go into their channel points, look at the most expensive thing, go, oh yeah, I want to do that one, as if I'm ever going to earn that many points. But I'm like, nope, I'm going to save my points so I can get the most expensive one. That will definitely never happen. Legit viewers only watch your streams? Aw, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Anyway, if we're talking morally, lots of people think that the right thing to do would be to say, no way, but not even just because of their wishes, but because they think that letting her or letting whoever die would be morally wrong. I'm more of the type of person who thinks that your life, your choice. Not that I would like encourage you and go like, yo, you should kill yourself now. But like, I'm not really the type of person to feel like you aren't allowed to do that. How could you even consider it? How dare you try? Or we must at all costs make sure this person stays alive. I'm more of like a your life, your choice. Obviously, if I care about them, I'm not just going to be like, okay, that's Jill. But I think if someone was truly suffering, I don't think I would do everything in my power to force them to stick around, you know. Which I think is actually pretty controversial from what I've seen. I'm 100% a VOD watcher unless it's a VTuber event on a day off where I can actually get in a call with other VTuber nerds, and fan out. Yeah, I wish I could do that, man. We need to do that. Sorry, my stream was behind, but I refreshed. I don't exactly know what the name should be, but I definitely want to be a dark green. Okay, as soon as you decide what you want the name to be, I'll give it to you in a dark green. And if the shade I give you, if you don't send a specific hex, if the shade I give you is not good, just tell me. I almost always opt to say they should consider other options and that there are always solutions to problems you're facing. However, if you feel there's nothing left and there's nothing I can realistically do to convince you not to, yeah, I think I agree. I would not shame someone for thinking about it, but I try to talk to them to understand and see if there's something we could do. Yeah, obviously I think you should try. But, you know, when there's like, people are really trying to prevent someone from doing this, so they just try to make it impossible for them to do, you know? Like, this is just an example. I can't really think of one that would make more sense, but say, you fucking wrap them in bubble wrap and you like padded all the corners of your house and made it like genuinely impossible for them to do it just because you want them to stay alive. I don't agree with that. I think that if someone's really, really, really suffering and has thought about it and genuinely thinks that's their only solution, as much as I don't want them to do that, I don't think I would like try and make it impossible for them to do, because it's their life, not mine. And I don't believe that suicide is selfish. I don't believe that, and I would never get mad at somebody or say that they're selfish for doing that. I think it's about the moral obligation to at least try. Yeah. Wait, did I already read that? If people think they're truly worthless, I always bring the utilitarian stance to give them a net good if you want to. I'm like, I've been very clear. If I ever become unable to think for myself, then I want out and no one can stop me from doing that. And yeah, and I get that. It's also a lot of responsibility for someone living against the world. Exactly. Like, I understand people, like, if you're in the moment, obviously you would probably want to stop it, and I wouldn't blame someone from doing that, because if I was like standing on a bridge and I saw my SO about to jump off, I would probably always try and like grab them or something, you know. I wouldn't just stand there like, oh, guess they wanted to go. I guess I'll watch them jump and say see ya later. But if someone had been like consistently feeling that way, and I did all I could, and they genuinely just could not do it anymore, I don't think I would feel bad trying to control their life. And it's also not good for the person in that position either, like trying to prevent someone. If you're trying to do that 24/7, that's really going to take a toll on you too. Anyway, continuing game. Oh, it's dark. Okay, let's head home now. It's dark. My poor little nerds need me. Ame turned and left her innermost thoughts behind with the moonlit water and lapping waves. Time for a stream! Woo switch! Doesn't Canada have made as well? Yes, and that is what's really controversial. Can I pause the game? Okay, we have to get through the stream because it's loud. Hey cuties, it's K-Angel, or should I say J-Angel, because I'm a jellyfish today. I went to the beach earlier today and saw the ocean, so I'm not afraid anymore. I didn't go in because it was too cold. It's not like I would have gone in if it were hot anyway. I'll leave that kind of stuff to you humans. Or maybe I could leave cyberspace so we can go see the ocean together. Hee hee. If you guys did go to the beach though, I bet you'd still all be glued to your phones. Unless you're swimming, but you guys won't. You'd all be taking photos and editing to look hashtag no filter for your Instas, you addicts. Maybe a bathhouse or sauna would be better. Then, since you won't be able to bring your phones, you'd be forced to forget the chaos on the internet and just focus on relaxing in the baths and hot steam. Wait, is that why saunas are getting so popular these days? Because people just want to forget about the internet for a small while? Anyway, it's time for all of you nerds to put your phones away and go to bed. Forget about all the idiots online and get some damn rest. Promise me you'll do that. Good night, you guys. Bless. Doesn't Canada have maid as well? Okay, back to this. Yes, we do have maid, and lots of people are upset about it. And I guess I can understand, because I think there might be some malpractice maybe going on. I'm not too sure, but I feel like most people despise the fact that maid exists, but I kind of agree with it. I kind of agree with it existing. The way it's being carried out, I'm not sure, because I've never been in that situation. But the concept overall, I believe in. And I think it's a good thing. And I think that's very controversial. And I guess I understand people who don't feel that way. But when I don't know how it's actually executed, but I've read about what it's supposed to be. And the overall concept I agree with. Don't sue me. I have 76 points. You're poor. Ha ha. Jellyfish dumb floating brain guys with tendrils. Dude, being a jellyfish sounds swag. Okay, we only have one left. The childhood home. I feel like this one's gonna be sentimental too. I feel like we saved all the more deeper ones for last, kind of, I think. Childhood home. Katank, katonk. Train clanked on as it carried the two lone passengers forward, toward Ame's childhood home. She very rarely spoke about her family and never even explained where their house was exactly. However, despite that, P-chan still suggested they visit. Regardless of whether heaven or hell was waiting for them, it was a life partner's duty to follow their other half into it. I was scared of being happy. I mean, look at me. I may be cute and pretty, and sometimes my brain cells kind of work, but I'm not exactly someone who deserves to be happy. Every time I thought about it, I felt like I was being crushed by a weight in my chest. It comes back every time K-Angel gets more followers and pure fans who genuinely like her. I keep thinking that karma will get me for it one day, and whenever I go to bed, I can't help but think that I'm going to wake up to a flame war and everything will come crashing down. This game is soul reading me, and it's scaring me. I feel this exact way. Other than the part where she's like, I'm so blessed, I'm so cute, I'm so pretty. Hee hee. I think the only thing I really find controversial made outside of malpractice has been that a lot of people have talked about considering it due to the housing crisis slash poverty issues. Oh, I see. I see. That makes sense. The Canadian thing is wild to me because I've heard stories from people I know where they were a patient and a nurse was trying to edge them towards assisted outro when they weren't even in a condition where that was even a thought. It was like they were pitching an insurance brand. See, that is fucking evil. That is terrifying. I don't agree with that for sure. This game is attacking some specific spots. I know. It's scary. It's scary. I'd consider that malpractice. Yeah, that is definitely malpractice. Alme sometimes woke in the middle of the night screaming, perhaps escaping from a punishment worse than death that her mind had conjured up. The better her life was during her waking hours, the worse her nightmares. It's soul reading me. It's soul reading me. It's soul reading me. It's unprofessional. That's an understatement. But sure. It's soul reading me. It's soul reading me. It's soul reading me. Not even the thought of being on a date could chase away those fears. But even with it hanging over my head, I had fun. It helped me pull out from the closet of my own mind for a little while. I started to even think that maybe I could be allowed to be happy. And that thought is getting a little stronger. Ka-tank, ka-donk. The train clanked on as it continued to carry the two lone passengers forward. Watching the sunset on an empty beach, enjoying our youth at an arcade at night, fighting against my inner demons at the hospital, nerding out as a couple together at a shopping center with retro vibes, reminiscing about childhood and abandoned school building. I wouldn't call it reminiscing, but sure. You know, TBH, I thought it was all kind of stupid. Because, like, it's all kind of pointless, you know? Well, I guess it does give me content for my streams at least. Ami is both P-chan's girlfriend and an angel devoted to the hundreds and thousands of nerds waiting on the other side of the screen. She was prepared to turn any situation and experience into content. But on the flip side, this meant that wherever she went and whatever she did, there would be countless shadows just waiting around the corner. The stress of having to constantly switch between just a regular girl and one of the most popular streamers ever was immeasurable. The more it built up, the more it fed into the air of unease that hung over her. Her world was always covered in a shroud of some indescribable anxiety. She hid half her face with her hair so she wouldn't have to look straight at that uncomfortable something. It was a sad path to take, but she chose to walk into those thorns, and despite everything, the train continued to run, never able to speak a single word. Whatever thoughts simmered away in Ame's head, the mechanical clanking and rattling erased it all. But, you know, the only choice I have is to accept happiness. The train slowed to a complete halt as it arrived at its final stop. The two passengers alighted and headed for their destination. Why is it always when things are going better that the voices and nightmares happen more often? I don't know. Probably the guilt, I guess. Like, even if it's unreasonable guilt, I would assume that. I'll make my life a happy one. Their steps synced to each other. They walked side by side. Slowly, slowly. I'll do it for you, P-chan, to thank you for never leaving me and always being there for me. And I'll do it for myself, too. I'm a little scared, but I think I can do it. A moment of silence stretched between them. Their steps continued, however, carrying them forward to their goal. Part of me thinks that all love is just playing pretend. I mean, 90% of all couples end up breaking up, so couldn't you say that they were just hinging everything on the short moments that felt good? Aha, listen to me being an edgelord, but I just thought I had to get that out there. And you'd tell me that's not true, even if you didn't really believe it. Right? There's no reply from her partner, but Ame took it as a silent agreement and skipped happily. No matter what happens from now on, I know that all the dates we had and this moment of us going where we need to go together was all real. And that's enough for me. She smiled as the lie left her lips. When she spoke to her doctor last, she said nothing but lies. Technically, her claims of insomnia and chronic fatigue were untruthful, and the medicines that would then be prescribed to her did help stabilize her. Her fundamental imbalances and misalignments weren't anything as superficial as those symptoms, but she wasn't about to reveal them to anybody. Would anyone be able to understand the true inner workings of the girl who called herself the Internet Angel? Would any doctor or lover be able to do that? Maybe her partner, her P-chan, was the only one who could. At the very least, the one thing that did remain true was that she was headed toward her goal on her own 2 feet. P-chan said nothing. To be more exact, nothing had been said since the moment they met. When Ame said she wanted to go on a date, that proclamation had been met with neither sound nor reply. I do think P-chan isn't real. I think this is kind of plays into that. Allowing yourself to be happy is one of the things that most people have to truly learn, and it's hard. It's weird though. It's like weird how even when you get the thing that you're trying so hard to make a common thing, even then your brain's like, nah, I can't do that. It's so annoying. We're almost there. Where? Isn't this exciting? Well, it is. I get the feeling that all sorts of things are going to start coming our way, but it's nothing that we can't overcome together. Yay. Why? I hope our love will last forever. She stopped. She pointed at something in front of her and murmured softly. Promise you won't let seeing that stop you from staying with me. What? Seeing what? I love you, Peachan. I love you so, so much. Seeing what? English. Huh? Huh? What? I'm so confused. It was very hard to allow myself to be happy and get to know myself, but I'm glad I've done it because now I truly know myself and think I should be happy. Well, that's great. Genuinely so proud of you. I'm so glad you managed to get to that stage. That's super cool. Wait, I just remembered. Yeah, Peachan's imaginary friend. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wait, did I not save a single... I didn't save a single time? Congrats! Did I get the good ending? How do you get the bad ending? How do you get the bad ending? Big boost in self-confidence on some things too? That's amazing. We raw dogged the whole thing? Well, I kind of thought it would save automatically for some reason. Wait, how do I get the bad ending then? We went everywhere. Wait, it won't let me go to the beach? Why? Oh, now it will. What? Where's the skip button? Isn't there one for skipping already read dialogue or something? I don't know. Wait, I'm so confused. Can I just keep going to the beach? The bad ending's probably gonna be childhood home first. Okay, can I just bring you to the beach again? Yes. Okay, it's just the same thing. Why clicking this menu does nothing? How do I need to start new game again. Click, 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 click. Oh my gosh. Skippa, 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 skippa. Skippa, skippa. Wait, you just keep going to the beach. Why can I not? Okay, I have to reopen it, I think. Dating game. English. New game. Okay, childhood home first. I still don't really understand what the ending said. It was like, I love you, please stay forever. I'm not very good at looking in between the lines. I just was to type, probably gotta restart, and then see it restart on Steam. The delay is much less on Steam than it is on my stream. Yes, she crying, she have mental breakdown, she crazy. Okay. childhood home. Oh, I think you're right. Katank katonk. The train clanked on as it carried the two lone passengers forward. The good ending seems like her truly working through her feelings at each place where she had some kind of hold up in life, and it felt like the ending was her resolving all her past fears slash insecurities. Kind of, yeah. I got that. I'm just wondering if there's like something else implied that I missed. But I got that part for sure. She very rarely spoke about her family and never even explained where their house was exactly. However, despite that, Peachan still suggested they visit. Regardless of whether heaven or hell was waiting for them, it was a life partner's duty to follow their other half into it. I was scared of being happy. We've read all this. I can't do this. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Katank katonk. Train clanked on. Ame trembled inside the swaying carriage, but the huge machine did nothing to comfort her. Trains had no feelings, only electric circuits that took commands and inputs from its human driver. She could be scared for her life, and the train would still be completely oblivious to it. No way I could ever be happy. What kind of fucked up world will let a lowlife like me find joy? I'm just a useless sack of flesh that nobody could ever truly love. Ame hunched over and cradled her head in her arms, her body twitching as she tried to hold back her emotions. The noise and the pain attacking her was like a swarm of flies, blocking out the person beside her, the one that loved her. It was so unbearable that Ame was starting to forget where she was. Help me! Oh, fuck. I'm so stupid, 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 stupid. I want to throw up. I feel like I'm lying to everyone. I trick all of them into thinking I'm an angel, reel them in with my sweet talking, and turn their genuine love into money for myself. I show them some skin, knowing they'll throw themselves at me, and I say all the things I know they want to hear. Also, they can boost my ego and my bank account. How could a girl like this ever be allowed to be happy? My past self, who'd roll up in bed and scroll the internet endlessly, would never forgive someone like that. She could travel to the future, she'd come and hit me. It's strange. I'm the only one that I could ever and do love. But I feel nothing but rage and contempt for myself. Ame screamed, her voice piercing the air. This grotesque, twisted form was the true nature of the angel who charmed hundreds upon thousands of fans all over the world. Her expectations and emotions ran wild. Her mind fell apart at the worst of times. And when she troubled anyone else, her guilt would crush her, and she would scream and cry out in an attempt to block everything out. She was like a young and immature beast that was not quite human. That was how she saw herself, or rather, how she thought she ought to see herself. In truth, the true emotion that lay at the heart of it all was that she loved herself. She was so drunk on her own love that it made exposing this unsightly part of herself bearable. Her mind was always intoxicated by one thing or another. Right now, it was the unfortunate part inside that rejected all happiness for herself. She made herself feel better by acting the role of a tragic and beautiful young woman who had gone off the rails and tormented herself with the irony of it all. The people online were right about me being low-life scum who begged for scraps by pandering and sucking up and lying to others. I'm sorry for ever talking shit about anyone. I'm sorry for looking down on you people. But I'm not the only bad guy here. Just because I seem to have a good life going for me with a partner and fans who love me doesn't mean they have to attack me. The internet has plenty of other people who hide there because their lives are empty and hollow. So why me? Isn't it worse to do nothing with your life? Is it such a crime for me to get lucky? I took this gamble knowing that if I made one wrong step, I'd be ridiculed for the rest of my life and be forced to live as a plaything. Why can't people see that? I deserve at least a pat on the back for that. Ame shook her head and swung her shoulders violently. Me when I make a minor mistake. Canadian sorry? What? Canadian what? Canadian sorry? Canadian sorry? What? Man. Her entire sense of self was jacked into the internet, to an entire world watching and picking her apart 24/7, day in and day out. It was you should have done this. You should have done that. You suck. You're disgusting. We're going to plaster your name everywhere, then slash it to shreds. She was fighting with the fans and haters every day in her head. She wanted nothing more than for it to stop, and the only person who could do that was her partner Peachan. However, not even a romantic presence could get through to her heart. The anxiousness that plagued her hung around her like a thick fog. What would happen if the only person in the world she could trust her swelling ego with tossed her aside? What if she were the one to tire first instead? What if it happened to both of them at the same time? As much as she wanted to believe otherwise, love was not infallible. They were incompatible in many ways. Ame had managed to become K-Angel, an internet sensation with the world wrapped around her little finger, but Peachan was just an average person off the street. If Ame left first, then she would take everything with her. However, on the other hand, Peachan could become the single weapon that could kill the K-Angel mythos and expose her for everything she was. The doubts would start to rise. Was this person the right one to share everything with? Am I doing the right thing by trusting someone else, revealing my past roots, my childhood home to them? But love is a fragile thing. The moment you start to question it is when it all begins to fall apart. Trust is a single component keeping lust, thoughts of using your partner, and all those other vague things in check when in love, and you can't buy it back once you start losing it either. Now that the irreversible had happened, it wasn't hard to imagine where those two were headed. You said it with a Canadian accent a few times? I did? Well, it's our word anyway. So that's fine. That's fine. Things were still fine as long as the train was still running, but it was closing in on its final stop, where the two would have no choice but to alight. They'd have to face each other whether they liked it or not, and confront their own hearts too. The hearts that doubted and took advantage of the one they were supposed to love and trust. Man, the self-driven wedge in between this on yourself is tough. I can't even get into it, man. Ugh. The guilt. Self-awareness. It was all getting bigger and bigger. The train carrying Ame was starting to slow. In 10, 20 seconds, it would reach its goal. Once it stopped, Ame would find herself at the gates of hell. She couldn't bear to look reality in the eye without the inebriation of her own ego, and the brakes were the best hangover cure she could ever detest. Her mind sped up, bringing an apocalypse within its void. A few thoughts began to bubble. What would happen if she abandoned Peachan? Didn't they still love each other? Even if she left, wouldn't they try to piece things back together? There would be salvation, sweet, convenient salvation, and absolute destruction, all two sides of the same coin of delusion. Stop being painfully relatable. Stop soul reading me. Stop soul reading me. Her mind was a mess. An announcement blared through the train. In a few seconds, the train was going to stop at its final destination, the hell of self-awareness. Goodbye, and hello to the beginning of the inevitable end of a dream. Kill me, please. The wheels grinded to a halt. Okay! We got the bad ending too. So I'm pretty sure we got everything. I assume there's only 2 endings, right? Yeah. Yeah. Y'all see, yippee! This game is wild. It is, and that's why I love it. Oh my god. That was good. Usually I get bored by visual novels, like, at least when it's before any of the interesting stuff happens. But this one kept me intrigued because it was so painfully real. Okay, we are now only have one. I mean, this is taking me 2 hours to get through. I mean, I've been yapping, so that's why as well, but it's not as short as I thought it was going to be. Okay, we have one more. It's called Don't Die, Angel. Okay. Gaming. Please wait warmly. Final section of this one, the same reaction I had to the VN Secret in Ultra Kill. I don't know anything about Ultra Kill. Uh, which one is this? Choten Survivor? There we go. It's called Choten Survivor. X. That should hit me in a very specific part. It is very specific, hey. Hey cuties! I'm K-Angel, your favorite. Internet Angel. Guess where I am today? I'm here at Comiket, the sacred pilgrimage site for all nerds. Phew, look at all these people. I wonder if there's anything I can turn into content. Is this her fans? Basically grapples with the meaninglessness of life and that in reality humans have to give life meaning or find it within something else if need be. I'd love to show it to you at some point. That sounds actually super interesting, but I feel like it might give me a crisis as well. Hate that fan mascot. It is pretty basic. Whoa, it's K-Angel. Hello, my cutie nerd. I'm gonna kill you. What? Oh no, an IRL life death threat. K-Angel, I love you. Shut up, die. Shut the fuck up, Lamau. OMG, they're all so rude. You filthy nerds. Take your meds and go to sleep. Coughs loudly but also cutely. Hello, Mav. Hello, good to see you. How are you doing? You have such a cute cough. Did you know that? Yellow guy is me. Everyone tag yourself. I'm the red one that was like, I love you. Defeat the nerds. Okay, arrow key and X is a dash. Wait, I don't know the controls. Well, how do I shoot? Z. You shoot with Z. Okay, kill my fans. What's this? Power up, power up, power up? Pick a wish. Laser pills. Tracking caps. Oh, those ones are locked. Okay, bullets. It's my only... Oh. Tracking. What's the tracking capsule? What does it do? I don't know what that did. Oh. Oh. It gave lots of bullets? Is that what that did? I think it did. Yes, it does big This is hard already. This is stage 1 and I'm already struggling. Please help, please help, please help. How am I supposed to do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? There's so many. Oh, I go like that? Does that count? Oh, okay. Laser pills. What is this? What is... Huh? What? Okay. Ah! I dashed backwards by accident. Okay. Yay. Chick medicine. Yes. Whatever that is. I am good. Good. Lamau, do I raise you with my coughing, VC? Yes, you do. There's nothing sexier than you coughing your guts out in VC. Unspoken Riz God Mav. What is the duckies doing exactly? I don't know, but I love them. Is this still stage 1? Really? Laser pills seem good. Vampire Survivors, but it's a shooter? Yeah, kind of, hey. What is this a boss? Do I shoot it? Okay, I guess so. I don't know if I care about the little dudes or not in this situation. Okay, I killed him. Yay! I did it! That's cute. Literally, June, you get me? Think as long as you got a path to dodge them, you're chilling? Okay, okay. Press X. I don't know how many stages there are, but we're gonna find out. Grah! Goodbye, cuties. Kills. Blah! Explodes. I did it. Never thought I'd get attacked by robots today. There she is! Ew, I don't like green guy. Let me smash! Ugh! There's more? Get the fuck out, you cow! Ack. I'm so sick of this. This will be our final bless. Defeat more nerds! Okay. Oh, wow, he's big. They're big this time. I guess this time. I'm hitting the Z button as many times as I can. My finger is hurting. Oh, the babies. The laser one is so good. Whoa, they're red. Wow! Holy shit. This is a dodge situation for sure. Oh, I ran directly into one. Shit. Oh my god. Medicine? Will this actually work as medicine? Oh, bug voicing a key smash as a sound clip to use on Discord. Voicing a key smash? What does that even mean? Oh, oh, no. Oh. Okay, I think shooting them is actually the way to go instead of dodging. Dodging difficult. That's a lot of duckies. I like how the visual novel is like so deep and like so emotional, and then this one's like shoot the fucking nerds. I love it. Oh, I see. Picking the same upgrade makes them bigger, better. Oh, really? I didn't even notice, bro. It really is Vampire Survivors? Damn, I didn't notice. I still don't know what you mean by voicing a key smash. Oh, you mean like going like blah, 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 like making random sounds? I get it, I see. He's rainbow, he's gay. Not the gay fans. Can't have any of those in my conservative live stream. Oh, he was easy. That was easy. The random sounds, I see. Went from 3 tricks to like 10. I did notice the increase, but I didn't connect the dots in my head. Like Hollow Cure. I never played Hollow Cure. Maybe I should. The gay agenda. You lost, you stinky gamers? Gorg. Ugh, it never ends. Die. Can I ask you something? Yes, ma'am. Are you guys coming from the station? Yes, we came by train. Oh, I see. The trains, huh? I'm gonna go check the station out for a sec. This will be your final bless. Okay? Holocure robbed me like 30 hours. I might have to play it. Okay, maybe we should go. Maybe it would be funny to go full chicken or duck or whatever. Let's try and do that. Let's get as many as we can. Let's try and break the game with ducks. Yo, my hand actually hurts from hitting the Z button. Look at the duckies. Look at them go. Ah! Holy shit. Oh my god, no. No. Okay. Do not reinforce? What? Does that just mean don't pick anything? Holding down Z autofire? Maybe. Oh my god, it does. I'm so dumb. It does. I'm so dumb. It's painful. It's painful how stupid I am. Bruh. This is so much easier. Can't upgrade ducks anymore. That's sad. I was trying. I wanted 1,000,000 ducks. The tracking things are also OP because I don't even have to stand in the right spot and they still hit. Bullets. So just make my... Maybe that just makes the normal bullets do more damage. That would make sense. Yeah, they're like huge, I think. Maybe. Perhaps. Sorry, gotta do some looping here. Ow! No! No! I don't know how much life I have. No! Oh my god, the lasers are scary. Bullet. It's the train, I think. Come here. Oh, yikes. Yikey, yikey, yikes. Those are getting fast. Those are getting really fast. Getting really fast. Those are getting really fast. Oh! Okay. I can't move. Okay, I won. No, you're not dumb. I just assume it worked that way because that's how most shmups are. Well, that's why I'm dumb, because that's how most of them work. So you only take 2 hits? Okay, okay, okay. I think I beat it. Hell yeah. So vastly different vibes than the VN. So funny. All the stupid nerds are gone. Hell yeah. I got some good content ideas today too. Tell me how well I did, D-Chan. Hehehe. She killed the evil trains. Alright. Okay. Can I exit? Okay, there. So we beat all the games. I'm just gonna open it again in case there's something that unlocks after doing that. I don't think so. I'll go back to the room just in case. Yeah, I don't think so, but that was really nice. I quite enjoyed it. My favorite was definitely the visual novel for sure. The other ones were fun, but definitely my favorite, the VN. That took over 2 hours. I thought it was gonna take me like 1. So, pretty pleased with that. That was a fun little game. I really loved getting to know K-Angel even more. I really enjoyed it. I think it was totally worth it. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I don't think that much. So, yeah. I like the credits the most, but the VN is very close. Yeah, the credits are very cute too. The VN, fun fact, almost exactly in the same style as late 90s, early 2000s VNs, like Fate. I think I need to do more visual novels, is what I'm learning. Okay, so should I play something else? Usually I try to go for at least 3 hours, but I'm not too sure what else I would play. If you have any recommendations, let me know. Yes. If you have any recommendations that are similar to that, like vibes-wise, not necessarily style, though I do appreciate style for sure. If you know any good VNs that are like mentally ill girl says some real shit, that I would appreciate that. Existential dread, yes. Yes. I wonder if there's anything else that'd be chill to play for like an hour. Thinking. The only thing that's hard to dodge with early bands, a lot of them were technically eroge, because that's what brought sales. I don't care if it's an eroge. That's fine with me. That incest lol showed this up. I tried to watch a playthrough of Saya no Uta, even though I knew it had some of that stuff, which I was just trying to ignore. I just wanted to see the horror parts of it because I know it's popular. But I couldn't get into it very much. Honestly. Like the art was really good for like the gore, but I couldn't really get into the story very much, honestly. It was intriguing at first, but then it kind of like just lost interest. I really enjoyed Sai no Uta, but it's a touch cell. I don't know, maybe I didn't get to the good parts yet, but I watched a stream VOD on it. I didn't finish. I was partway through the second VOD and then I stopped. So I watched like 4 hours worth of Saya no Uta and I couldn't really get in on the story very much. Like the concept seemed really cool and so I was really into it for a little bit, but then I feel like it didn't progress anywhere. I don't know, maybe I just didn't get far enough, but I lost interest, unfortunately. I think you'd like Kato wa Shoujo. I don't know what that is. Is it on Steam? Or... Oh god, every time I open Steam, the music for the game we just played, okay, there, it's gone now. The trailer sound would not stop playing, no matter what I did for some reason. Kato wa Shoujo. Oh, it's free! No, loud intro. The art is cute, but stop! I definitely don't recognize it at all. You said it says it's a dating sim? Oh. There's a visual novel called Slay the Princess. Oh, I know that game. I kind of regret watching people play it because it's so good. I wish I got to go in blind. I feel like it's the kind of game you need to go in blind. It didn't look like much, so I just started watching it. Why is it doing this? Stop. So I just started watching someone play it, and it was really amazing. And I regret watching it because I think that would have been great to play, but I feel like it's kind of ruined because I watched pretty much every ending ever. And Slay the Princess, so good, so good. Backstory: a bunch of animals came together on 4chan and basically made a VN from scratch, and it might be the best depiction of characters with disabilities I've ever seen. And it came from 4chan? What the fuck? Slay the Princess is also good, but yeah, considering there's a bunch of 4chan animals that made it, it's a miracle it made it onto Steam recently. If you don't go in blind, I know, but I'm the kind of... So when I watched a playthrough, I know that every playthrough is different because there's lots of different endings and routes. But once I watched one playthrough, I watched another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, until I have seen, I think, pretty much every single one. And I wish I didn't do that. 4chan is weird sometimes. It does good sometimes. It does good sometimes. It's the worst. I think it's mostly the worst, but there is sometimes some funny shit that comes out of it. Four Leaf Studios. Oh, I see. I get the yeah. Whose playthrough did you watch? I watched Charlie Slimesicles. I watched Markiplier's. I watched. Oh, there's someone else who's fucking. There was like very. I remember Charlie Slimesicle, Markiplier, and then I think I watched a VTuber play. I don't remember which. And then I think I watched like a all endings video, and there was another streamer I watched play it, but I don't remember who it was. I watched Fauna's. That seems like a good Fauna game. I'm trying to remember whose other one I watched. It's just not coming to me, but I watched a lot of them and really enjoyed it. And if I had known it would be so good, I probably would not have watched it, and I would have played it first. But it didn't look like too much to me at first, and I just need something to watch. I was like, okay, this looks kind of interesting, and then it was amazing. I was like, oh shit, I can't stop watching now because I'm so invested. But had I known it was so pog, I would have not watched it at all. So, but whatever. I still think it's good to experience games even if you're not the one actually playing it. You know, I think it's still fine. Anyway, I'm trying to find another game to play on stream, and I can't figure out. Try to think of other games you might enjoy in the mentally ill woman category. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. There's been so many, it's hard to think. Thank you. There's a guy who does mostly horror games. He's got a commentary called Manly Bass Hero. I know him. He plays a lot of horror-like games on release or gets keys before they come out. Yeah, I've watched a fair chunk of his stuff. I'm not trying to diss him or anything, but I kind of struggle to watch him because he's so like sounds so serious and like flat, and his voice, just because of unfortunately other people I've experienced in the past with similar-ish voices, it kind of turns me off of his content. Not anything because of him, but just my own problems. It's actually exactly why I love watching him. It's soothing to me. That's fair though. And it's not even like I can't stand anyone with like a flat sense of humor, because I watched the person called Dangerously Funny, and I know people sometimes can't watch him because he's so flat and monotone, but I personally find him super comforting. But also, he makes a lot of really stupid jokes and stuff, and I have seen moments of him letting his character like down a little bit and like laughing, like there's laugh compilations of him. But Manly's deep monotone flat voice in combination with my experiences just kind of makes it hard for me to watch his content. I do sometimes if no one else I watch has made a video on it, like, but if someone else who I like has played it, then I'm probably going to choose them over him just because of that. And it's nothing against him at all. It's just, it's a me issue. Here, this will help you want to dig through the top rated ones. Can do all kinds of filters and stuff. Oh my god, wait, really? Where's the mentally ill woman category? Visual novels. Sayano Uta's at the top. Tags. I'm gonna have to do this later because this looks very detailed. Dude, I love Dangerously Funny. Found him early on, then one day he has multiple millions of subs. I like their type of comedy. Yes, I really love Dangerously Funny. I found him back in the Stardew days. And even when he switched his content to more like algorithm based, I still enjoyed watching him. Even if he's playing the stupidest, lamest game ever, I still enjoy watching him. Just because I enjoy him so much. And whenever he would break character and like giggle, I find it so cute. So adorable. So adorable when he breaks character like that. Seeing Uta Ware Mono so high up is crazy. I don't know what that is. If you like Dangerous Too Funny, you probably like Let's Game It Out. I've never watched them, but I've heard of them. I may have to check them out because I'm constantly like, I don't have anything to watch, and it's because I refuse to watch outside of the people I already know. I feel old as hell when I look at Markiplier's sub count because I remember when dude hit 100k. Damn, that's early. Yeah, that is really early. But yeah, no. Probably have to check out Let's Game It Out then, if anything, like DF, because I love that man. I love that stupid Vancouver man. I love those stupid Vancouver mans. And by that, that's because him and Northern Lion are both from there, and I think that's kind of it. That's a full visual novel database, and people are serious about updating that thing. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to do it right after stream, and it's not a lie, I genuinely will. Guys, what do I play for like an hour? Please help. It's just a black screen and me yapping. Instantly sad about seeing Clannad. I've never watched it, or if it also is a visual novel. Never seen it, but I do know it's sad. I've heard that. When I get my next paycheck, I have to buy some new games. Because I'm like out. Mostly out of games to play on stream. And it's a serious problem. The anime and the VN are so good. There's so many things on my watch list that are going to take me like 10 million years to watch because all I ever do is watch the same shit on YouTube every day. Like, I genuinely don't watch anime like ever. I watch it so infrequently, and yet I pay for Crunchyroll's subscription for like years now. I don't know why. I should cancel it at this point, honestly. Like, I don't know. It's just like there's nothing to play. Let's just play a little bit of Tavern Talk. I haven't played that in a while. I need to finish it at some point. To be fair, yapping on black background is fun. Okay, I'm glad you feel that way because to me, I'm worried that it looks like Core Keeper. I've played how many hours do I have in Core Keeper? I have 46 hours in Core Keeper, and I think I'm pretty done with it. It's a good game, but once we couldn't progress, I lost the motivation for it. Got a game called Dome Keeper thinking it was Core Keeper, scammed. Dome Keeper is Pog! I love Dome Keeper. I can't wait for them to release a multiplayer update so I can try and force somebody I know to play it with me. Just in retrospect, I feel scammed a bit. Pfft. They didn't scam you, that was on you. That was on you. Where's Tavern? There it is. Move. What the hell? I love Dome Keeper? Me too! I love Dome Keeper. It's so satisfying. I wish you had the caught emote because I'd be using it right now. Turn the music up for you guys. Change the category. Tavern Talk. Maybe I only ever library shared Dome Keeper. I need to buy my own copy, man. I'm off to bed now. Hope you have a good night. Go to stream. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming as always. I hope you have a great sleep. Thank you. Many good dream wishes. Love the sword on a line. Oh, the sword on a string. Yeah, the sword's way better than the laser or whatever else they got in there. Yo, why is this character so hot? The one up right above my head. What the hell? I gotta stop looking at him. These are the exact same. I like how Doom always shows when we're having introspective, deep combos. It's just so step. I agree. Bug bye. I hate this bitch. I hate her. Good morning. I purposely served her the wrong drink last time. I did. Took ages. Can you hear that? That's gunshots. That is a lot of gunshots. Like, that's actually scary. Holy fuck. I'm used to hearing one. Like, I usually hear one, like, at least every week or every few days, but that was, like, 30. I don't think they were fireworks. I can't hear them? Okay. That's, like, actually scary. Should I, like, be more concerned about that? Should I, like... Well, what is one supposed to do in this situation? Nothing? Because that was a lot. Maybe it was fireworks, but it really did not sound like fireworks. I'm not the correct one to ask. People fire guns all the time out here. I'm used to hearing, like, a gunshot in the night, like, here and there, and I usually just assume, like, someone was shooting at an animal. But that was literally, like, 30 very fast in a row. I think I'm gonna do nothing about it because I don't know what else I would do. But that was weird. That's never happened before. If it was 30 in rapid succession, it was either fireworks or someone somehow got a full auto weapon. I don't know how they managed that in Canadian land if they're not ex-military or something. Well, it wasn't like maybe it was. It wasn't like it was like bow, 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 bow. So maybe it was fireworks. It just really didn't sound like them. It would go like bow, 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 like that. And then some of them were staggered. Maybe it was fireworks. So is someone target practicing with their pistol? Why do they gotta fucking do it at 11:30 p.m.? Can't they do that at like 2 p.m.? Because that just sounds concerning. That just sounds like somebody is losing their shit. If I talk, I am in trouble. I mean, I'm not like pissed off or something. It's just like, damn, that seems like you're just gonna scare the shit out of all your neighbors. You always did that at night? Well, if you're out in the country, it's different, but we're in the middle of fucking town. Like, this is the middle of town. Maybe they were fireworks. They just didn't really sound like it. Maybe they were just so close that they... I don't know. Whatever. I was too excited thinking about our adventure, but I slept really well. Happy to hear that, Tia. Did you sleep? She passed out right after she had some soup. I hope that Lady Cassiopeia would send me signs for my divine mission in my dream. I hate you, and I always will. Did she? I don't remember. Sounds like you slept well then. Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare the quest. Wonderful. Let's get started. Let's take this one step at a time. No! Send her off. I just keep an ear out, and if you feel pretty spooked about it, call the Mounties. I don't know what to do in that sitch either. I mean, it's not like it was loud and nearby, but it wasn't like right outside my window. So I don't think I need to be the one to call them. Remember hearing a woman screaming a couple weeks ago really loudly, and it sounded like she was running for her life, and so I called the non-emergency police about it. Never got a call back, of course, about what actually happened, but if I heard screaming, I'd probably be more prone to calling them. Also, a question I was going to ask, if you'd be interested in playing my favorite visual novel that's basically very similar to this game? Sure. What is it? I do also want to play Valhalla. Clay, I was looking forward to some soup. Then I hope you like lentils. I left some with your purple friend and told him to keep an eye on it. Well, I hope Ando enjoyed that soup. Thank you for feeding my familiar, Clay. Of course. Do you two enjoy your soup? Very much. Clay is quite the talented chef, even though eating it did make me very tired. And Tia is a very good cooking companion. It took a while to make, so we had a lot of time to talk. It was nice. What did you talk about? That's it. Then if you fall in love with it like I have someone else to be in hell waiting for Nirvana to come out. It is Valhalla? I'm so down. I was gonna get on my Switch, but I don't have a capture card, so I think I should just give up using my Nintendo Switch gift card that I've had for sitting in a bag for like 3 years and just buy it on PC. But yeah, I'm down to get into another Silk Song situation. Why not? Why not? Friendship bracelets, I hope. Not quite. Many things. Like I thought it'd be fun to make her niece one of the little dolls my granny taught me to make. The ones with the flower dresses and mini axes. I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia said she's going to make a little star lamps for my parents' garden. Is that so? He offered to cook for my family. And I can't offer to cook for his. My cooking... I'm so sorry, I keep burping. I don't know why. All I ate today was mashed potatoes. My cooking skills are unimportant to my destiny. But I thought if I were to visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. And who wouldn't want some stars in their garden, especially now? Okay, I agree with that at the very least. That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the Highlands before? Valhalla is my favorite VN. I fell in love with it in 2016. I've been waiting ever since. To be fair, the fucking dev's been through hell since then. Oh boy, what happened? Other than the gaming industry going down the shitter. In general, sometimes. No, not thus far, though I've always wanted to. Our snow dragon building competitions are famous. I've never heard of those. Oh. But they do sound intriguing. When I was young, one of my favorite stories the Elysian told me was that of the ever-burning flame. It is said to have been a gift from Leviathan to the first mortals. I'm so confused on the lore of the game, by the way. I don't really have any fucking clue what's going on, but I'm here for a good time, so whatever. Along with it, he bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen. I vaguely recall there being another version where one of his guardians stole the flame from him instead. Let me go pee and I'll let you know. Alright, I'm gonna be sitting at the edge of my seat waiting for the tea. Blasphemous hearsay is all that is. We should be thankful for the gifts he has given us. I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame. It just happens to still be burning in an ancient temple in the Highlands, keeping the hope of Asteria alive for eternity. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner rather than later, with a local guide no less. I've never visited before either, but I once went to the Autumn Glow Festival. That sounds fun. In Varga, you can see the temple from there. The Autumn Glow Festival? What's that about? I'm sure I can tell you all about another time. Please, let's get back to... Fuck you, you dumb... Am I allowed to say you dumb whore? I think so. You dumb whore! I'm allowed to say things that are misogynistic, as long as I don't say the CR word and the SI word. I have one more question. Fine, one more. What's your favorite color? I feel like hers is probably purple and his might be orange. What's your favorite animal? Why? I'm curious. I'm not sure. I've never been asked that before. You know what your favorite animal is? No. Do the dragons count? Not sure if you want to call a dragon an animal. You're right. That would be blasphemous. It would also be correct and funny, but their egos wouldn't take it. Tia, we have to figure out what your favorite animal is. Clay, what's yours? Why? It doesn't matter. Of course it does. Getting to know yourself is one of the most wonderful experiences in the universe. He is so pog. I know myself. Oh my god, I fucking hate you. And yet you don't know what your favorite animal is. But don't worry, we'll figure it out together. Doesn't that sound fun to you? It doesn't. But, thank you. Of course. Now, the quest. Of course. Should I add a quest about finding out what your favorite animal is? Yes. No. Don't worry, Innkeeper. I'll put one together myself. You do that, buddy. So I'm assuming you're one together? Unfortunately, I was gonna go alone, but Clayton said, "What do you mean? He's like, not only is he insanely strong and buff, but he's super cute and nice. Why would you?" Ugh, I hate her. Complete side note: do you get crippling fear of something following behind you when you walk through the house at night, or is that just me? I don't think I do. No, I quite enjoy the dark, so my main fear in the dark is that I'm gonna run face first into my father's door like I did that one time. So I've been living in that house for forever, and I know it very well, and typically in the pitch black I can navigate it. But one night I was really high and went to go get a bottle of water, and when I came back down the hall, I somehow ran, like, I was walking, but I like smacked face first into his door. And he leaves his door open a little bit so the cat can go in and out. So I just like ended up swinging the door open by hitting it with my forehead, and it hurt really bad, and I was scared I was gonna wake him up. And so I just, oh shit, what the fuck, sorry, and then closed it and trembled away to my room. I don't know how I did that. Like, all I have to do is stick my hands out to touch the walls to guide me, because our rooms are very close. But instead of turning where I always turn in the house that I know Leo very well, I forehead smack into his door at like 3 in the morning. I don't know. Bullheaded above the door. Yeah, I was so embarrassed, but it didn't wake him up. So I just told him about it, and he laughed at me like, what? I didn't notice. But yeah, I don't get that fear usually, unless I'm hallucinating, which sometimes happens, and then I sometimes get that fear, or if I haven't taken my medicine and my OCD starts going crazy. But I have been taking my medicine for the most part, so the OCD usually doesn't get time to act up and do that kind of thing, thankfully, anymore. Though there was a period where it was doing that way a huge amount, and it was the worst. I imagine unbelievable eldritch horrors fall directly behind me or have attached themselves to my back, and when I finish walking through the house, I like slam my back into my bedroom door. It's bad enough, I'll say. There isn't anything that follows you when you turn off the lights, which actually makes it worse. I don't know what causes that. But it could be a lot of things. It's hard to figure out. There could be lots of different things. But yeah, I remember when my OCD fully developed, like a year-ish ago. Was it a year-ish ago? Yeah, like a year ago. Damn. I felt those similar types of paranoia to the extreme, to the point where it started driving me legitimately nuts. Like, I remember one night I was baking in the kitchen, and it just like a switch flipped, and I was in a house that I'm never scared of, no matter what time of day. My family was in the house, and I was just baking, and the lights were on, and it was like a switch had been flipped, and immediately I got so paranoid, and I was getting scared of the noises of the house, and was like, holy shit, I need to hurry up, finish cleaning, and get to bed. So I speed ran to do that, because my meds wore off for the day, and it was all of a sudden, bam, the horrors. And that would happen all the time before I got it more figured out, so that was terrible. So I definitely experienced it before, but not currently. There's some weird mental gymnastics going on there I gotta figure out. Yeah. And it's hard, because when you try and do things to soothe yourself, depending on what it is, you can end up making it worse. So you have to be like, what you tell yourself has to be like extremely specific, and it's really annoying. So I wish you good luck with that. Sorry that you're dealing with that, because I know what it's like. It's fucking awful. Why is that unfortunate? It's a very dangerous quest, and he's not practiced in the ways of a divine warrior. Could you imagine if you tried to befriend some bleak stalkers? That'd make for a fun story, I think. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. Who would make her soup then? Exactly. That makes sense. Plus, I need to meet those bleak stalkers. I've never seen any before, and I can't wait to find out what they like to eat. You. They like to eat you. Only if they're hungry. Could you at least try to be reasonable? I am. Local creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course, it's important to have your guard up, so you can defend yourself if they're scared. Generally, if you approach anything non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper can give us some extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I can offer you some honey flowers as well. They can be very inspiring, even to bleak stalkers. I think so, at least. I've never tested that one out, actually. We could test it for you. Nonsense. We need to head into this knowing we'll have to fight our way through. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention there could be many more dangerous monsters roaming the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength and hope that our mortal weapons will be enough to damage them. That's of concern. I can offer some citron. It's infused with divine properties that'll bless your weapon strikes. With a little help from dragons, no creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. Citron can only be found deep within the Forbidden Valley. How would you even have access to that? Oh, you know. No, I don't. Anyway, I think both your strategies could work. Strength and citron will let you fight your way through any danger in no time. But the mix of defense, charisma, and honey flowers might offer a more unconventional solution. I'm picking his just because I like him way more. And that's the only reason. I've had almost the exact same thing happen, but it's at night. I'm not scared of the dark either, because I sleep in pitch black darkness and no issues going outside and shit. But anyways... Oh, I thought you were going to continue on with that train of thought. But, yeah, I get it. And it is worse at night, man. For sure. I remember I love nighttime showers. I find them extremely relaxing and peaceful. And at my place here, there's a window in the bathroom. It's like in the shower. It's really high up and not very big. So it's like you're not flashing nobody. And so I love nighttime showers and have the window open. But I remember back in that time too, I had a nighttime shower and all my brain could think about was, what if a scary face pops up in the window? And I was like, how would that be possible? That's not possible. The window's way too damn high up. You would hear them coming. And why would anyone do that? And I was like, that makes no sense. And yet I was so scared. I didn't want to look at the window, but I felt like I had to because I was convinced that someone was going to pop up in the window, even though it was not possible. And it was so weird. And so I was like, shit, I need to get out of my nighttime shower, bro. Anyways, with Sukuban Games, basically they made Valhalla with almost no money to their names and grinded that shit out and made an amazing game that blew up way more than they expected. This would be great if they weren't in a country that's complete control on incoming foreign currency. Oh. And there's issues with crime and death threats once they figure out who the devs were, and their parent got taken and ransomed at some point. They eventually moved to Japan now, if I recall, and just started doing progress logs again. That's crazy. That is crazy. I'm surprised they're still working on it after that. Damn, that's dedication. What the hell? A lot of things have happened with them. It sounds like it. Jeez, that sucks. Gosh. Okay, where's the recipe for the defense and charisma? 1,000 wins with fist infusion. So this is the fist infusion. I think this is the one we want. And I think you put this first. Yeah. And then this. Okay, I did it. That's not the right drink. Has to be a recipe. What? Defense? It has to have more defense? What? Maybe it needs to be first snow? Maybe Frosted Lagoon? Sure, try the Frosted Lagoon one. Drink this shit, bro. Drink it. Okay. Defense all the way. Wait, but then the honey one makes it... What? Is it not that one either? Maybe it's this one. Perhaps. Yes, okay. They also had issues with the new programmer they hired and the lead dev having issues giving up control for their own sake, but I'm not gonna dog them here or anything. I'm just glad Val exists because it looks one of the things that broke me out of a terrible mindset I had back in 2016, which you can probably guess along the lines of what that is. You have so much lore that it could be a lot of different things. Sorry. I love Ando. He is cute. But yeah, definitely, at least the game exists and it did well. That is a lot of crazy shit. And glad they're working on it again. So focus on the positive, I suppose. I would love to hear a story about you befriending those bleak stalkers. Or at the very least how their teeth were no match against your armor. Or your pecs. Plus, this worked well for you last time, Tia. Let's hope I'll be lucky again. Fine. I trust your judgment, Innkeeper. It doesn't really sound like you do. Good, you should. Thank you for all your help, Innkeeper. We should get going now. Indeed. Wait, why are you in such a hurry? Yesterday I met Fable at the farmer's market and they helped me pick out the right vegetables for the soup. And then they invited me to their barbecue on the 31st of Cassiopeia. So we need to make it back in time for that. Okay. Clay's a big old golden retriever. He really is. That's like, he's like the definition. Even his hair is golden retriever colored. Hers is not. Hers is it's different. Can always leave early if it takes too long. And what about you? What about me? You're also coming. I have to work. You also have to eat. Saving the world is bound to make you hungry. And you might even have fun. Who knows? I will consider it. Let's hurry then. Let's. Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course. I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Oh yeah, Grace should know too. I think you should bring her famous fortune nuggets. I'll tell her as well. I don't even remember who Grace is. I wish you a successful quest. It shall be so. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Okay. Who's in here today? Oh, this guy. Archie. Greetings, Innkeeper. Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. It's always a delight to be here. It makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to help those farmers out? Oh, yes. Talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them with reconstructing their lands, barns, houses, with my own 2 hands. I even got some blisters from it. Remembrance of my first ever heroic deed. Very exciting and painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that can help out in this specific situation? I want to be able to help every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the heaviest logs and steel myself for the most stubborn splinters. I still have like hundreds of splinters in my body, by the way. That has not changed. I think they're going to be in there forever, and I've accepted that. That guy is perhaps homosexual positive. You know what? I see it. Okay, we're getting a new drink. Steel tonic. When I was making my way to your tavern, I walked past an astounding duo of adventurers. A stunning seraph and a massive half-giant. They were so utterly impressive. I aspire to be like them someday. It feels like I'm in a book, like I delved headfirst into one of the stories on my bookshelf. I mean, kind of. Magic and adventure surrounding me with every step, and unknown lurking dangers in the shadows. This is also exciting. Now I'm just daydreaming. Originally, I came here to see one of your magical drinks. Of course, what would you like? Perfectly something to help me defend myself from devious dangers like splinters in my hands. The drink I had last time did... Well, I presume it did something, but those splinters were a real nuisance, I'll tell you that. I got you, don't worry. We do? Okay. Defense. So, will steel tonic work? Because that is the one you thought of, so I would assume yes. Bump up that defense. Come on. It's full. Do I have to infuse it with something? Oh. Something with defense and offense? Wait, this is offense. This is defense and offense. But this is the one that... Okay, what gives offense and defense? This one. We need more games like this where you make potions and shit. Like Flash games, except like actually good. You ever played those kinds of games? I always did. Serve them hand sanitizer. I hate hand sanitizer. My skin's really sensitive and I have eczema, so that's probably the main reason I hate it, but damn, that shit burns. More of a jelly cut kind of Flash gamer? Jelly cut. Jelly cut? I played all kinds of games. You're just diseased? Yeah, I actually genuinely am. I unironically am. Jelly slice? I mean, I played some Fruit Ninja, that's for sure. Protection against your arch nemesis. Splinters, here you go. Ha, I can already feel my skin getting tougher. Help people grow calluses, my secret party trick. Maybe I should bring my friend here someday. Your drink makes him act quite peculiar, really. Oh, your friend? Is he from Winmore as well? That's correct. I've known him since we were kids. Childhood lovers. It's basically like we had a giant jelly that had balls with stars in them contained inside. You would probably cut separate each star ball into its own piece. Division. It's Division, the game. Mostly due to our parents being of similar wealth and influence, I think we were kind of chosen to be friends. We decided to write each other letters when he's not here in Zenith. He's actually in a kind of dire situation right now. You see, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Diria mainland negotiations. Due to him nearly getting kidnapped during his last business trip to Diria, he decided to fire his entire personal security crew. If you ask me, his reaction was a little over the top, but I don't interfere with his decisions, so... Now he doesn't have any bodyguards, and I would like to help him. Honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need my money, just like the farmers didn't. He's got more than enough of it as is. I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard. Splendid idea! I like you think, Gatekeeper. I kind of thought that's what he's implying already. But I don't know if I'd be strong enough, even with your magically infused drinks. You might need more protection than I could offer. Well, I still that thing with the quests. Oh, you're right. I could just hang up a quest on your pinboard. And then some brief adventurers will offer to help us out. My friend means the world to me. I would never forgive myself if something happened to him. So you're looking for the best bodyguards in Zenith. I don't know how to pronounce that. Absolutely. Well, I already have some folks in mind that are more than qualified to do the job. Let's just hope my quest writing skills are enough to attract just the right people. Do you write a lot? No. Yes. Sometimes. I love to write stories about cunning and courageous adventurers. Somehow they always manage to get out of the most dreadful situation by cheating death multiple times. But that's, well, Freddy doesn't really fit the image of a heroic adventurer himself, does it? Why would I dream of other people's journeys if I could live the tales myself? You've got a fair point. Also, it's always easy to write about things you experience firsthand. Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to see my friend again and help him out. I'll be more than prepared. Fable also offered to teach me how to use a bow. How could I say no to such an enticing offer? Getting taught by the Fable of the Ashen Grove themselves? It's more than I ever could have dreamed of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an imposing Vokakin lady named Carolyn. Do you know her by any chance? Yes, and she's pug. Can you try to get some sleep, Bug? Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you. Won't go on for too much longer. Thank you for so much for keeping me company and talking about deep existential dread. And I hope you have a great sleep. I will see you later. Sweet dreams. I love you. Oh, Care? Yes, I know her quite well. She's quite the local legend. I don't know which to say. She's a regular. A regular? Oh, innkeeper, you're just full of surprises. This tavern is full of hidden treasures. Apparently Lady Carolyn is bored because her newest protege is on a mission and hasn't returned yet. So she was joining my training with Fable. Oh, you're in for a ride. How thrilling. I nearly can't contain my excitement. But for now, I've got to think of the right words for the job posting. Don't worry about that. Assembling quests for patrons is one of my services. Really? That would be so helpful. I got you. You'll have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friend assembled in no time, trust me. Thank you so much, and also thank you for the drink. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration. I'm always happy to help. Till then, innkeeper. See you next time, adventurer. Okay. Bye-bye. Who are you? This music. Hello, come on in. This is a cute little tavern, I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't that convinced from the outside, but the interior is really adorable. I'm glad. Are you accustomed to more opulent exteriors? For sure, but I do enjoy the cozy feeling of a simple tavern. It doesn't look that simple. It looks kinda... there's a lot of stuff in here. Also, I've wrapped thread around my fingers and can't... oh, never mind. I figured out how to get it off. I couldn't get it off and started panicking because it started hurting. You know, it's good being away from the hustle and bustle of the big city sometimes. I get that. Are you new in town? I am. How'd you know? It's been a while since I last saw a phantasm around here, that's all. I just took a guess. Ah, I see. I came here straight from the capital. Just need a moment to breathe, you get me? Oh, I do. That's why I settled here on the outskirts of Zenith. This town's big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough to not feel overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. So, you run this business, innkeep? Correct. Just me, my familiar, and this tavern. Oh, and all the regulars that come here, of course. Of course. And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? Who knows, maybe. The name's Voyage. Whoa, but you may call me Voy. Bro, he has Riz, but it's not really working on me. The music is so funny. Alright, boy, got it. What can I do for you today? Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go, I suppose. Wait, don't tell me you haven't heard of me. Not yet, I'm afraid. I suppose I should have? I'm the Voy, the famous bard. Ring any bells? No. Nope. Well, I guess you have to get to know me then. And what better way to do so than a fine drink made by the finest innkeeper? You're a real sweet talker, aren't you? I guess I am, haha, yeah. Is there something specific you would like? No. Surprise me with something that'll make me even more irresistible, like a real Prince Charming. Okay. He's interesting. This is Grace. Okay. Chaotic good. Okay. How do I put these? These are all the same, so how do I put them together? There is a way. I just don't remember how. Anyhow, you want something to make him more charming. Where's my drinks? Charm. 1,000 wins. There we go. May this drink give you an untwistable silver tongue. Oh, this is good. Nearly as good as my musical talent. I have a feeling this drink might influence your next performance. Will it boost my charisma even further? You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards to get another drink. Oh, now you're teasing me. How about you tell me more about you now? Didn't you want me to get to know you better? I don't like the energy. I don't like the flirtatious energy that's going on right now. Hold on tight to your counter, innkeeper, because I'm about to knock your socks off. Bring it on. So, right in front of you is the one and only boy. Traveler of lands. Stealer of hearts. And the most famous bard in all of Fesoa. Not only because of his immaculate talent, but also because of his good looks, I might add. Kind of short. No offense, short people. I'm just surprised out of... I think most people are into tall guys. But maybe this universe is different. I'm fairly impressed. Of course you are. Might ask for an autograph later then. But what brings you here, boy? As I said, I just need a breath of fresh air. A short break from the big city. Is it hard being famous? Not really, no. Maybe a little bit, sometimes. Making music performing is my job, and I absolutely love it. So it's not a big deal, really. It just makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense to me. Would it be cool if I kept you in your familiar company for a bit? Absolutely. Make yourself at home. Nice. Oops, are you? Oh, you look just like a guy. Hello there, traveler. What can I get you? Usually it's my role to ask that, but given the circumstances, I'll humor you. What does that even mean? Does he only have 3 fingers? He does. He has 2 fingers and a thumb. And this guy has 5. This is my tavern, and it's come a long way. I love the color of the walls. A new coat? It's been a good few years since my last renovation. But yes, I thought it was time to accept some change into my life. Thought so. What is life if not the constant changing of the self? How I missed your endless wisdom, Quincy. Oh, we do know him. Can only imagine, innkeeper. Didn't he send us this letter that we never read? You look like you might be in need of a refreshment. How about a drink? Yeah, long journey. Surprised with something as charismatic as your little establishment. Okay? Charisma. Let's do the sunny breeze. There we go. Here you go, liquid charisma, my specialty. This tastes magical. Seems like you've improved a good deal since last time. Practice makes perfect, after all. Indeed. So, what brings you to this corner of the worlds? Ah, I'm looking for the feathers of a peculiar little bird. They said to only reside in this neighborhood, or continent rather. What bird? The golden loon. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the golden loon? They're quite beautiful to behold. If I were you, I'd look for them near a big lake. That's where they usually hang out. But only in Fesoa. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, plumage of gold. Listening in lights of day. A traveler's bold. That would be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell it to the stupid song of Vigor Guild. They didn't like it? Nah, they don't like anything that isn't mainstream. Like subtext. Isn't that what lyrical works are all about? Pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take in? And only if you push away the layers and read between the lines will you find the true meaning? Exactly my thinking. It's just that now, I'm afraid that they'd laugh at me. Or remember me as a bard without a heart, all because they don't understand. You know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes keep us safe from danger. Something to keep in mind is that fear does not stop death, it stops life. Do you enjoy your art? Yeah, and I want others to enjoy it too. I, for one, greatly enjoyed your Golden Loon haiku. It was a bit dramatic for my taste. Me too! Aw, Innkeeper, thank you. Don't put that squiggle there. Don't squiggle at me. Don't tilde at me. You shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There'll always be those who don't get it and those who find themselves in it. Do it for the people who appreciate your art, but most importantly, do it for yourself. It's pretty inspiring. That's one way to look at it. You know, I imagined all this so differently. Way easier for sure. Moving from Triggering, the smallest of towns, to the big city, I was joining the SOV guild, and then they promptly rejected me. But I'm voyaged and I don't give up because of things like that. I don't need a guild to get out there and share my music. All I need is me and my yum. That's right, I've seen many people spend too much time giving attention to those who will never understand them. My 2 cents, live for what you believe in and allow others to make their own decisions. That's what I'm doing. Good. But unfortunately I have to leave now. Gotta find those loons before it gets dark. It was nice having you around, Quincy. Till next time. And don't forget, take care of yourself, Innkeeper, and be safe out there, voyage. You too. Nice guy. Yes, he's an old friend. Didn't know you do friends. Huh? Perhaps we could be friends too, Innkeeper. Not yet. Oh. Maybe one day. So real. Based Innkeeper. Oh, it's you. Welcome back. Quick, Innkeep, your strongest drink. This is an emergency. What happened? It's absolutely urgent. Relationships are on the line. Not lives? Listen, Innkeep, I'll tell you a story, don't worry. We gotta be a little patient because Baya really needs a drink first. Yes, please. Oh no, they're crying. What do you need? Same as last time? Oh, that was really delicious. I'd love to taste it again, please. I don't remember. Got it. Okay. What was the one from last time? Defense. Sturdy as bark. Okay, kind of thought. Shit. I don't remember which I gave them last time. This one, maybe. Okay, that works apparently. There you go, my strongest drink to the rescue. Thank you. This is good. Oh, thank the dragons. That pause made me so nervous. I really thought they would mess it up. Thanks for having so much faith in me, Una. Ha, you're welcome. But Baya, are you feeling better now? Yes, at least a little bit. That's good to hear. Please fill me in on the situation now. I've never seen you this upset by it. You have to endure the Bloomtide Festival every year. You're right. So, I have this group of friends. They're girlfriends. We 3 have been inseparable for at least a few centuries. Polyamory? Okay. But now... Very insensitive, fast, emotionally vulnerable, and sweet girl was troubling her and keep... What? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's okay. How about I tell them what's going on, Baya? So you don't have to strain yourself. Thank you. Okay, so, Sweet Baya over here has had a long-lasting group of friends, right? Oh, I thought that, okay. They're a trio, inseparable for at least a few hundred years. And they're on an adorable trio, might I add. The Swamp Monster, the Banshee, and the Mari Morgan. Ah, yes, the Mari Morgan, the wrathful spirit that is known to drown men. I've heard she doesn't really differentiate between genders, though. Yep, that's right. Anyways, the Mari Morgan and the Banshee are a couple. So I figured. Have been for a while. Call them coming by once or twice. But right now, how should I put it? They're in a domestic dispute. For some reason, the two have completely stopped talking to each other. They even refuse to show up to Baya's monthly tea parties, insisting they'll only come if the other isn't invited. Why? I don't know. It's like they don't like each other anymore. And soon they won't like me anymore either. It does smell like a breakup. Why does it have to do with you? Let's not catastrophize. Catastrophize? I don't know how to say it. I don't want my friend group to fall apart. People have always left me. Because I scare them. I get you. I feel you, Baya. I like Baya a lot. I relate, Baya. I feel you. I don't want them to leave me too. Now, I'm sure they won't. Say something, Innkeeper. Don't worry, Baya. They've been together for so long they must have already solved numerous arguments. They'll get through this one too. They're right. They've been through worse. But what if they are wrong? What if they do break up? What if they really leave me? I just wish there was something I could do to help them. I might just add my 2 cents real quick. Hi, I'm Voy. That's short for Voyage. You might have heard of me before. I'm pretty famous. No. Doesn't ring any bells, sorry. Anyway. So, Baya, that's your name, right? Let's keep you from getting to know other people. Like, you seem really chill. Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the innkeeper's always been nice to me. I trust them. And I've known Una for a while now. Didn't she pick endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met? Yes. The bouquet was really cute. I know, right? You meet a lot of people when you travel across lands looking for potential clients and work. Honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in my years as an adventurer. But it's also really cute under all that moss and kelp. She's cute even with the moss and kelp. Oh, shush. I mean, you might look a little terrifying, that's true. But maybe you should figure out how to get through to people. I'm sure they'd want to be your friends. I don't know about that. Usually they try to burn me. Luckily, I don't scar easily. Ooh, what a nice metaphor. I might have to use that in a new song if you don't mind. People hurting you over and over again just because they're afraid. Exes leaving you, but you always manage to get over them. It's not a metaphor. Once every few minutes, people surround me with torches and pitchforks. Oh. Ah, well, that's unfortunate. You don't say it, kid. Honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes facing people's terrifying when you feel so different. There's always something to love about everything, like my handsome smile or enchanting voice. Maybe people would enjoy my spa. You run a spa? That's fantastic. Yes. You should come visit sometime. Voy, that's short for voyage. Just Voy is fine. Do you want to come too, Una? I'd love to, yes. There's nothing more soothing for old bones than a nice swamp bath. Hee hee hee. Do you get a lot of customers? No. None. Maybe I can change that. Let me advertise your spot at my next performance. I would love that. Thank you. Yeah, go to buy a spa. I'd go to buy a spa. No worries, Baya. But let's get back to your girlfriends. Innkeep, don't you know someone that could help them out? Situation kind of tricky. They might need a mediator. Fable? Fable could maybe do it. Hey you, hey you, you're cool. Thank you, Sam, thank you, so are you. Right back at you, you're cool. No, you're cool. Thank you. Can I absolutely hang up a quest for you if you want? That'd be great. Thank you so much. If I remembered how to fucking do it, that is. Of course, making my patrons happy is part of my job. Now who's the sweet talker, huh? Don't make it weird, boy. But now I have to wait, right? Yes, unfortunately. How about you show us around your spa in the meantime? It would be my pleasure. Once we're back, there'll be a solution for your two friends. No pressure. There's a millennium-long relationship on the line, remember that. Absolutely no pressure. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. See you then, Inky. Yeah, see ya. Oh, I can't wait to feel how smooth my skin is after a mud mask. You think I can take my crochet hook with me? Go for it. Go for it. I was crocheting today. Random fact about me. My therapist taught me how to crochet. Well, I don't see her anymore, but back when I did, she taught me how to crochet. I hope that's interesting enough. I was crocheting today for multiple hours. I'm working on a sweater, a blue mesh sweater. I'll have to post a picture somewhere where you guys can see it when I'm done. What? Is it like this? What? Let me write this quest. Oh, am I dumb or is it just... I can't make that quest yet. There's nothing to... Okay. Unusual. Capital crash. Capital unusual crash. Unusual crash capital. Crash capital unusual. Capital unusual crash. It's pretty pog. I talked to mine about League. Talking to your therapist about League? That's fucking unhinged. Part of Flash EMDR? I have no idea what that is. I'm sorry. Please help me. What? What? Okay, I thought they all had to be the same color. I'm very confused. Okay. Now can I do this one? No. Rhinos. Okay, I just need help for this because I think I might be dumb. Basically, purposely not thinking about trauma and blinking when they say to create new neural pathways. Pretty interesting. Purposely not thinking about trauma and blinking when they say to create new neural pathways. Huh? Blinking? I've never heard of that, but it does sound really interesting. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here. It's midnight, so I gotta talk about something intently, aka League. So you gotta talk about something. You just like gotta talk about your current hyper focus. I never did that. I know a lot of people do that. They say I talked to my therapist about like 5 Nights at Freddy's today, and I'm like, is that like? Am I supposed to be doing that? Was I supposed to be yapping to my therapist about like 5 Nights at Freddy's lore? Or what? I don't know. Yeah, basically. Damn. Let's remove some fear responses, but doesn't feel like it works during it. Well, that's good. I kind of feel like I mean, one of the main reasons I don't see that therapist anymore, I don't have very many options for therapists, but I stopped seeing her. I don't really think she's a great therapist. She didn't do anything like terribly wrong or something. I just don't think she was helping me much. She's very sweet and I really liked her as a person, but I don't really think she was that great at her job, even though I saw her for like 3 years, but I don't have any good frame of reference other than people who were worse than her, so I didn't know she wasn't that great until I started talking to people and they're like, yeah, they should have done that. I'm like, oh, hard to find a good one? Yeah, like really hard. I don't know why it's so hard, but yeah. That sounds cool. I would love to get back in therapy, but I need to go somewhere with more options first. Anyhow, thank you guys for so much for coming. I had a great time playing the Petit Game Collection Vol.1 and a little bit of Tavern Talk at the end to round it off. I really appreciate you guys talking to me so much, talking to me about all those deep subjects and keep me company. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be doing as per usual, but we'll figure it out. Until next time, you know, lots of people want help, not many are intuitive enough. Guess that makes sense. Take care, you lovely creature. You too, likewise. Ite kimoto.